Good evening everybody. Just dropped some paper on the floor if you wondered what that sound was. I hope you're all doing well. Lovely to have you here. Let me swap on over to the scene. There we go. Good evening everyone. I hope you're doing well. Who do we have in tonight? We have Samadan Bot, Drizzling Rose, Erodastia, Korsakov, Karagon 197, Hypnosis, Exapropane, Danny's here, Real Ginny's here, Azam Kazak, Vallegro's here, Tommy Toons, Andy Key, Dixter, Nabbles here, Kalastaran, Jack's here, and Dreamatorium here. Good evening one and all, I hope you are doing well. Lovely to have you all here. So I was going to do a regular gold making stream tonight, but because I found out that all the characters are going to get wiped as of tomorrow, I thought I'd better use up my resources that I've been collecting on Can't See It Down and see if we can do something here. Wow, Danny, thank you. 21 months. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for your continued long support. Thank you very much. I have a whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you. Vesamora is here. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Balagar, Commander Bonds, Coffee Cat. Good evening all. I hope you're having a wonderful evening so far. I'm doing very well, thank you, Coffee Cat. I am basically going to do, well, we've got some resources I want to use up. So I've been doing some gathering, some testing on Can't See It Down, some jewel gathering, things like that. So that's kind of interesting. I've been trying out a little bit more on inscription on Scribbledan. Scribbledan's been getting, he's up to 80 now, but I've run out of things to make with that, so I need more herbs. But because I do have a whole load of ore still on Can't See It Down, I thought I would go over and say, like, Esara here, get her to be a jewel crafter and just have a look at the prospecting and things like that for jewel crafting, because that's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens there. Slow to say hello. I was fighting the kitten for control of the keyboard. I know that feeling well. Cookie likes to sleep on the desk right in front of the keyboard. She does the same, definitely. Did we get pre-patch today? No, we did not. Sadly, I've got a feeling it's gone to clean IRL desk for 25,000 Oreos. Well, 2 bits of my paper just fell off the desk earlier, so I think that's going to be a start of it, certainly. I'll go into Can't See It Down, I think, get some ore, and then we'll go and send this over to Esara and do something like that, I think. Finally catch me online. Umbrooks, it's lovely to have you here. If you do have any questions or things you want to talk about, please don't hesitate to ask. Leveling an alt at the moment. 2 days ago you got your Druid class mount, and yesterday you got Technique for Glyph of the Doe on your aforementioned Druid. It was a bloodbath. That sounds fantastic. I didn't realise there was a Glyph of the Doe. That sounds fantastic. Camby Sama, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. I don't think I've got anything in the mail here. No, we need to go and get the rest of my ore. I can get rid of that. I was doing that earlier. So we have a load of ore here. So I want to see, I don't want to lose this ore. So I want to see what I can do with it. And the only thing I can really think of at this point is really to test jewel crafting and the prospecting rates and things like that. Because that's going to be interesting. I need to go to the bank, which is up here. North is bank. I think of it as Northern Bank, so the bank is in the north, is how I remember that one. And then we'll go here and we'll collect our nuggets. I might be able to do something with the nuggets actually. Leystrite, Sinver, more Leystrite, Phaedrum. I've got loads of ore here, loads of shaded stone. The drums and things I don't need, more Leystrite. And a bit of Twilight Bark I'm not sure I need. There we go, let's take all of that off. There we go. And then I guess mining over here is going to be useful. So let's go head over here. And then let's head on over to the forge. Get ourselves over here. And then we can see if there's anything we can do. We can do a little bit of ore here from the 10 nuggets. We'll do that whilst we're here. Our mining's at 150. We're going to lose this character tomorrow. I'm really sad. We've got maximum gathering professions as well. Chicken nuggets. Now you got to plan. Yeah, definitely. I had sausage and mash with onions. It was delicious. Atla, good afternoon to you. Lovely to have you here. His motes and weak auras are both OP. In order for a scribe to get the recipe for the glyph of the dough, that character needs to murder so many innocent fawns on the Broken Isles. Oh, really, Neville? Okay, that doesn't sound good. Fazazzle, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Apakana, good evening to you. Sorry for the stupid question. There is no stupid questions. We are here to help. But Relic of the Past goes live on pre-patch, right? Since it's available on the PTR. Yes, that's the thinking behind it, definitely. And Thorgear, thank you so much. Brand new sub. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Have a whole load of emotes for you to use as you will. Thank you. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot to me. Getting us a little bit closer to that Chewbacca onesie goal. I'm not sure we'll make it in the next couple of days, but we'll give it a go. Just in case. No problem. Yeah, so it's pre-patch. It's just we don't know when pre-patch is. I got a feeling it's going to be the 6th. Oh, there's a weak aura for Ouroboros locations, is there? Okay, that could be useful. Yeah, definitely. No worries, Real Ginny. Lovely to have you here. In any capacity. Learned a lot from watching my YouTube videos. First time you caught my stream. Well, it's lovely to have you here. We are going to be doing some Shadowlands testing today because these characters are going to get wiped as of tomorrow. So I want to make the most of it while I can. Because I've spent a long time collecting up all of these ores, several hours. So I want to put them to good use. And the way I think of for that is to test out some Jewelcrafting. Not scared of TSM anymore. You love it. That is a good position to be in. Once you start feeling comfortable with TSM, the world is your oyster when it comes to gold making. So we will send... we'll just do the ore. I don't know if I need the stone. I'm just going to stick with the ore that I have. Keep the nuggets, the ore, shaded stone. I don't know what the shaded stone is used for. Lacerite, Sinvir, Selenium, Phaedrum, Lacerite, Oxine. And this is going to go to Essara. And we're going to send this lot over. See if you can get any there and see what happens. Post-it said the Garrison Transmog will be back in a later patch, so temporary unroll. Yes, Eridacia, I did. That is good news, definitely. For shizzle my nizzle, if you like, Jack. It's a bit of a tongue twister, definitely. For porous stone. And there we go, that, and shaded stone can stay there. Shame we were wiping the beta characters. Had a good 20-minute slash play there. I know, Commander One, it's a bit of a shame. But I have invested in getting these characters to maximum on... I've got a maximum, almost maximum inscriptionist. I'm going to just test out some Jewelcrafting whilst I'm here. So we're going to jump off of you and jump onto Essara, who is kind of like a miscellaneous level 60 template character. Has tried out a few different professions. We'll try Jewelcrafting because I want to use that ore and test the prospecting on it. See what kind of results we get. I can't remember what ones we had at the time. Oh yes, that's right, I already maxed out enchanting and tailoring on this character. The second character to have them all. Expropriating, thank you so much for using your Prime. That is incredibly kind of you. Welcome on board. Lovely to have you here. A whole load of emotes for you. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. And Garmin, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. I think in the purposes of testing, definitely, I think Billis is leading the front on that one with the number crunching, which is absolutely fantastic. So I look forward to comparing notes with other things. There you go, Jack. You got the clip for it. You can use it as you will. Say it so clean. Okay, so Jewelcrafting. This is going to be a new one for me. Jewelcrafting, trainer, there's inscription, alchemy's over here. Haven't had a chance to look at alchemy really in any detail. We have the Jewelcrafting trainer here.
You have my undivided
so
attention.
we'll learn Jewelcrafting and Shadowlands Jewelcrafting, and then we're going to have to learn what we need to do with all of this. So I'll take that off, and then go to our professions and pop. So what have we got? Prospecting and Jewelcrafting. We'll take both of those. I guess prospecting should be on a keybind, really. Same as disenchant. So it's 5 ore for a base metal, so it's every 5. Okay, so that's normal. Okay. Let's hope you learn something. Well, it's going to be an interesting one today, because I want to see what happens with all of this. Right, so we go out of here and pick up all of the ore. How's my bag space looking? I've got a load of stuff here. Probably need to clear a little bit of this out, because this is all tailoring things and stuff that I collected up that way, which is all going to go, sadly. We do have nuggets there. Don't really need those, so we'll leave those there. Okay, so... no, that's not travel form. That's travel form. I normally have that assigned to T. So we'll go over this way. Valhera, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Do you think it'd be worth it to keep enchanting on your main, or use enchanting on an alt? If you've learnt enchanting in any capacity, keep it on your main. Enchanting will need reputation for the crafter's mark. No, doesn't need reputation for crafter's mark 2, but it does need the sinstone fragments, which you'll get through leveling through, and also because of all the whole soulbound items, it always makes sense. I never like to recommend removing a profession. I would always prefer someone to have another character with that profession on, definitely. Sold 3 of the tier 3 Hexweave Mogs today for 10,000 each. Oh, fantastic! Because of the blue post, you posted for that instead of 38 to get some quick sales, and you made the buyers happy to get the Mogs. Fantastic, Rose. That's a nice sale. Very nice indeed. So, what do we need to do to prospect? Do we need any items? I've not done prospecting before, because I haven't really leveled Jewelcrafting. Let's go over here to the trainer, just so we got them. After you boost your character, can you power level any production professions using mats from the marking, or do you need to do quests? Pretty much most, you just need to get to Oribos is all you need to do. So you have to do the initial more opening quest line. Once you get through that, then yes, you can power level pretty much every profession that I've seen so far just by having the relevant materials. That will get you most things. There are some things locked behind reputations, like the inscription contracts and a few other bits and pieces, but by and large, it's definitely all obtainable through Oribos. Darkwing, good evening to you, and Edwards, good evening to you as well. Hope you're both doing well. Lovely to have you both here. So let's have a look at Jewelcrafting. I'm going to have to make some notes here. Prospecting rates. So we are looking at, okay, Jewelcrafting, that's supplies. Do we actually, we probably need a jeweler's kit, don't we? I imagine we need one of those. Let's buy one of those. And then we'll go to the trainer. So what's the next thing we need? We're up to 10 for the first lot. Okay, so let's move this here and just make that a little bit smaller so I can see things. I want to be able to see everything as we make it. Now we've got, okay, lacestrite ore. We've got a lot of lacestrite ore. We've got 600. We've got a little bit more there. We'll start with a 600 and see what we get in that front first. There isn't a mass. There is a mass prospecting. Okay, so those we will learn at skill level 20, 30. Okay, we can start probably with the mass prospect lacestrite at 20. Okay, so let's start with Jewelcrafting. Here we go. Okay, Mr. Honkit, good evening to you. Kozakov, good evening to you as well. You got the Violet Sands recipe the other day. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Honkit. That's brilliant. Yeah, 32 jars to get it. It's a tough grind, that one. I haven't done that yet. When you sell 22 medallions of Legion for 12,000 and 4 more for 11 and a million grumpers for 100 cases Friday. That is brilliant, Darkwing. That's really good. Made more this weekend than the last 5 months combined. Wow. Do you think that's a sign of people coming back to Shadowlands and just buying more things and getting themselves ready? I'll just sell alchemy luck, archaeology luck, yeah. Is 32 not a lot? Yeah. More people giving up on the brood sorrow. I guess there is that as well, yes. I mean, it's so close now. If you haven't got it, it's incredibly close. So, Jewelcrafting. Jewelcrafting. Right, okay. 32 jars is a lot, is it? Okay, right. I haven't tried it yet. I daren't test my luck. So, Lacestrite. Let's have a look and let's start skilling up. We need to look at the prospect rates as well. See what kind of stuff we get from this as well. Shin had about 60. Yeah, Shin took a long time. I remember when he finally got it. He was incredibly excited. I miss Shin. Right, let's have a look. Well, almost made it through Game of Thrones. Wow, that's some time, definitely. Right, let's have a look. Prospecting. So what do we get? Can't quite read what that says. Let me just move my camera. Blaze. Okay, this is the new stuff we're getting. Let's just move this all over. I'll do it per 200. So I get some data per 200. And we're getting some skill ups for this as well. Umbril is the other one. Okay. Blaze and Umbril. And that's the other one. Anger's Eye. Blaze, Umbril, and Anger's Eye. We can probably learn some things now. I'm going to go up to 20 because 20 will be... We'll see what prospecting gets me to. Because prospecting is going to be the main thing here anyway, I imagine. We'll see where... Perfect nighttime, late night Goldmaker, yes, definitely. Definitely. I think there's a chance that Deep Sea Satin Supply have dipped under 1500 and is up to 14 gold each as a min buyout before the end of expansion. It depends on what's normal for your server, Grillio. I mean, it depends how much people are farming that kind of stuff. Alright, I'm gonna keep going on this whilst I have skill ups. I don't know when it goes grey, but milling is definitely going to be the option here. Milling. I've got herbs on the brain. Prospecting is going to be the option here. We don't have many. I remember Mantheus saying that the prospecting rates weren't particularly high. I don't know how this compares to previous expansions of Jewelcrafting. Is it high or is it low? It was 5 gold each previously. Smart average is still above 5. So, yes, I mean, if you can get a little bit of it at 5 gold, that would put you in a good stock, definitely. Thank you, Gallegro. Just in case. I know it's pretty unlikely this month, but we'll keep it going for next time, definitely. Oh, have you got it? Is that Shin getting it? Let's have a look. Does he shout, "Can you dig it?" Hold on. Such a great clip. Hold on, let's have a look. This is Shin, if those who don't remember Shin.
Oh, come on! Can you dig it?
I got that. That's so noisy. Oh, dear. He does. I miss Shin. It's very loud, yeah. He goes right into the microphone. There we go. He got incredibly excited with that. But, you know, that's what the Vial of the Sands means to some people. Carry on doing these and see what happens after this. How are we up to? We're up to 14. I wonder if this is starting... We're starting to get a few gaps here. We should ideally get this as far as... What would you say? 20 would be nice, because then we can just mass prospect straight after this. whilst I'm still getting skill ups, I'm going to carry on prospecting. Just to test a few bits and pieces here. So let's have a look. We're getting close to our first stack of 200. Deadly Skull, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Coming up to 20. It's gone. The doublets and things have gone yellow here. Anger's Eye. There we go. Okay, so that's the first 200. And we got, okay, out of that, Oriblaze is 25. Then we got Umbrel. This is my first time really doing Jewelcrafting. 16. And Anger's Eye. 19. Okay, we'll do another stack, and then we'll start mass prospecting as well after this. Once we get to 20, we can start mass prospecting. Oh, there we go. That was easy. So what I'll do actually is, that was just one more Anger's Eye. I'll add that one in. Prospect another 5, and that was excuse me, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so that is that. Then I'm going to take 5 of these, pop them there just so that I've got them, so I know how many I've got, and then we'll go over to our Jewelcrafting trainer here. So we'll learn a few extra things. So we are Jewelcrafting. Okay, X-Propane. Oh no, that was one already. What came in there? Did I miss something? Oh, thank you for the host, Woolly Moose. Thank you so much. I didn't see that one come in. Didn't see the notification, but thank you so much. Lovely to have you here. And Ado TV, good evening to you. And Glad Plays, good evening to you as well. Lesson is cucumber beer testing. Oh, I heard that was terrible. Yes, definitely. And Momo, good evening to you. Found you through YouTube videos and like your work, helping me to understand TSM. Well, you're more than welcome. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Even though I am here on Shadowlands beta at the moment, just whilst we're testing some Jewelcrafting, me or anyone in chat will certainly be able to help you with TSM questions. So we'll learn all of these, because those are going to be the easy ones. Then we get to mass prospect after that. When is the next mass prospecting? So we've got mass prospect Lacerite. So we've also got mass prospect Elithium, and that's 40, that's 30. Yes, we'll do mass prospect Lacerite first. We'll do 10 of those. Prospect do 20. Mass prospect Lacerite. That's at 20. And J Trill, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So we'll do 10 of these. See what kind of mass 10, which is the same as prospecting. What do you use? Yeah, the same as prospecting 200. So we'll do 10 and see how many we get there. We need to take, we've got 25, 16 and 20, so we need to take those into account, and we'll just total those up as to what we get. I'll probably oh, we got some interesting stuff here coming through. Umbral times, we got a few extras there. So what was that? Okay, that went yellow as well at 30. So we got, hold on, let me get my calculator up. Going to need this on the side. So 47 minus 25 is 22. Then we got 39 minus 16 is 23. And we got 33 minus 20 is 13. Okay, 22, 23 and 13 with a mass prospect of 10, and it went yellow. That's to 30. And then we can learn some other things. We'll learn the other mass prospects. There was one that came in there. We got the choker, oxine ore, phadrum, sinvir, and selenium are all through there. So that's another new lot to learn. And back to jewel crafting, we can do all these. We could continue the lacerite until it goes grey. That would make more sense as these are orange at this point. We'll see what happens from that point, I would guess. Am I using smart average by my default map price in the general settings? Yes, I am. I'm using first brackets smart average by, comma, average by. That way, if smart average by becomes invalid, then it will default to average by. Jachel, thank you so much. This is my Totoro t-shirt with a Totoro behind me as well. First time catching a live stream. Cheers for the videos on YouTube, very informative. I'm glad you enjoyed them, Gluckshon. Lovely to have you here. Back after a long break, Kinetics, welcome aboard. Gearing up for Shadowlands. How have I been? I've been very, very good, thank you. Lovely to have you here. It's nice to come back after a break and see what's happening, certainly. So, looking at this lacerite, let's do this in small chunks, then I can keep a track of them. We'll do one at a time and see what happens after each of these. Steal knowledge. I wish we could have that. We've got learn, but not a steal knowledge. It's a good call, though. Right, what do we have? Mass prospect. So this will be Anger's Eye, 3, Umbral, 2, 0. Try it again. Aura Blaze 2. Anger's Eye, is that 5? Anger's Eye 5, 0. And we'll just keep going until this goes green, I think. That's 4. Changes the order of them, makes it difficult. 4, 2, 1. Let's do it backwards to get it to work. And then that will be 1. Umbral was the 4, and the other 2 were 1. There we go. Have a break, have a cookie or Oreo picture. Yes, they're not here tonight. I don't know if anyone saw my picture of Oreo on Twitter earlier. He was completely curled up on his double fleece blanket, so he was quite happy. He's not moving anywhere tonight. Right, let's have a look. And Umbral, Anger's Eye, 3 and 4. We're up to 35. That's still yellow, so we'll keep going whilst it's yellow, because I've got lots of lacerite, more than anything else. So that's 6 Anger's Eye and 2 Umbral. Just having to start to make my writing a little bit smaller now, so I can just keep a note of these. That was just 5 Umbral. That's strange. And then we are up to 37, and then Anger's Eye 3, 3, 0. I'm going to start going in between my lines next after all of this. Okay, so that was 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. There we go, we've got that. Darkwing, a Jack Sparrow, Silas. Now, Jack Sparrow, he kind of, he looks kind of bewildered and a little bit swayy, doesn't he? But he's quite flamboyant as well. So, okay, I'll see if I can do a Jack Sparrow one. Okay, hold on. Let's move the camera a little bit higher. There we go. Right, let's see if I can do one. Right. Silas? Something like that, I think. Where's the rum? Got your rum. Oh, hold on. I forgot the phrase. Silas? Savvy? There we go. A bonus extra one. He always says savvy, doesn't he? Can't forget that one. Are you making a leveling guide for professions or preparing? I'm doing both, William. Unfortunately, because these characters are going to get wiped tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to continue this. So I'm making use of all of my ore and herbs that I've got at the moment. There we go. Renfie, best time to enter the stream. Good evening. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Double worth for your points, exactly. Bonus extra ones. Right, I'm running out of paper space here, so let's do another lot here. More lacerite. Mass. Okay, so how many more have we got? Well, another 8 we can do, and this is going to be Orablaze, Umbral, and Anger's Eyes. There we go. Pre-patch when? I'm guessing now. I was thinking it was going to be the 29th, but I think it's going to be the 6th now. Occupy, going for another Silas. Let me know what kind of Silas you would like, and I'll just prospect something in the meantime. That's a 3, and a 0. There we go. Cockney style Silas. All right. Okay, I can do that. Cool, blimey, governor. You got any Silas? There you go. I hope that works for you. Pathme, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Lacestrike. Oh, everything's gone yellow now on the mass prospecting side of things. Okay, that's interesting. So I'll carry on with the ones that are yellow for now. I'll carry on with the lacestrike first, and then we'll jump onto the other ones. See if we can get some more skill ups there. So Anger's Eye 2, Umbral 4, and Orablaze 1. And do another one. And that's 2 Umbral and 1 of each of the others. Wasn't very many. And keep going. That was Orablaze 6. Wow, just 1 of 1 thing. Okay, that's interesting. And then Anger's Eye 4, Umbral 2, 0. We're getting close to getting these done at the moment. Aura's 2, Umbral 3. There we go. Next Renum, good evening to you. Definitely have missed this stream. What a time. Kinetic's lovely to have you back. Are there going to be new profession mounts for Shadowlands? Not that I've seen yet, Willie. No, definitely not seen any. Although I've not really looked into engineering. If there's going to be one, I guess engineering would be one of them. And Orablaze 2, Anger's Eye 3, 3, 0. There we go. And then last one of this lot, 2 and 2. Okay, so that is all my lacestrike used up. We're slowly going through the Jewelcrafting. We're running out of stuff here. Mass Prospect Selenium. Now what I'll do, lacestrike, then others to lacestrike first, and then others to, what was that, 40, well we're still at 41, so we'll just keep going and we'll just prospect everything. So we've got mass 15 times selenium, and we've got a note of 74, 75 and 73, so that's kind of equal at the moment, and that is OUA, there we go, and then we'll prospect these 15 in one go, and then we'll do the math behind that to get the right number. It's quite quick though. Pete, good evening to you, lovely to have you here. Maybe new patch brings some nice stuff. It would be nice, definitely. Based on your research, the poor cousins to the 6th mansion are going to be Jewelcrafting and engineering when it comes to gold making. Well, there is a thing you can get that adds a socket to your items. There's at least 5 of them, I believe. I was watching Taliesin's video on it. So that's there's the green, I'm imagining that went green at 50. Didn't keep an eye on that one. Usually averages out there. And Talisman was saying there's like 4 or 5 sockets, 4 or 5 slots that can have a socket on them. So maybe dual crafting would be quite good for that one. We have 1 pet we can craft with engineering, and a lot of engineering stuff only. Yeah, you have to be an engineer to use it, which is a bit of a shame, really. Let's just grab my calculator. Let's do these. 116 minus 74 is 42, and 96 minus 75 is 21, and 101 minus 73 equals 28. Okay, so that was the 15 selenium. Sinvir, 4 times Sinvir. So we are now on 116, 96, 101. We'll do the 4 of those. Let those run through. Move that over there. Keep adding more things per patch besides gear. Got Essence of Valor from those as well. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yes, well spotted actually. Essence of Suffering and Essence of Valor. Interesting. So let me just check those. I'll put those in the bottom once I've got those. Essence of Suffering, Essence of Valor. Well spotted, thank you. Yeah, you can farm socketed upgrade for your gear in the Moor, I believe. So on average, a lot more gems will be used. Mats or other professions gears. Can't compare that to the mats or the other professions give relates to the legendaries. I mean, I guess dual crafting you can make a legendary, can't you? You can make the deadly. Is it the deadly? No. I was sure there was a legendary. I'm sure there was a legendary necklace. Maybe there isn't. Oh, this one's yeah. Here we go. Shadowghast necklace and Shadowghast ring. So you can make a legendary necklace and ring. If these turn out to be best in slot legendaries, then those would be useful. I would say definitely. Yeah. So you've got those two. So dual crafting would be good for that point of view. I would say. What else did I miss? Chester alone has a monopoly on 2 items needed for legendaries. Leatherworking caters to male leatherworkers. Inscription, well, let's not talk about inscription. And the massive gold-making potential with the missives. Exactly, Occupant. That's going to be a massive one there, definitely. New event, good evening to you. It's hopeful inscription would be good. For some reason, you enjoy it the most. I think I just like the art of the mat. That's fair enough, definitely. Yeah, but it's not needed for the upgrades. Annette, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. We're just doing a little bit of dual crafting, prospecting, testing at the moment. We got as far as, that was Sinvir. I did 4 Sinvir. Let me just check. So we ended up getting 4 of those. 112 minus 96 is 16. And that was 3 of those. Okay. So next we go over to the Phaedrum. We got 5 we can do of those. 5 times Phaedrum. And we are at 120, 112 and 104. So let's do those 5. See what we end up with. We're still at green, so carry on doing this whilst it's green. Okay, we got some more essences there. Essence of Rebirth from those. We got, did we get 3? Yeah. 3 Essence of Rebirth from the Phaedrum. I wonder if those are specific to each one. So we got 9 from there. 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 12 is 11. And 16. Minus that is 12. Plus 3 Essence of Rebirth. I wonder what those are going to be used for. Lieutenant Dan, good evening to you. And Natty, good evening to you as well. Just on Beta 2 on a level 51 alt, so got the option to choose your Shadowlands experience. Is this new? Yes, on an alt. Once you've gone through and done the main quest line with your main character, your alts have a choice of going through the, I can't remember what it's called, Threads of Time or something like that, where you can just literally pick your covenant at the beginning and then do whichever one you want, which is really, really amazing and alt friendly. I just really wonder how the market's going to be with the new auction house. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, definitely. What else did I get there on those ones? That was 4 Essence of Valor. Plus 1 Essence of Suffering. I'm not sure if that Essence of Suffering came from the Sinvir. Essence of Valor. I can't see where the Essence of Suffering came from looking at that. Rebirth was there. Although Suffering is there. I bet you that came from the Sinvir, didn't it? That would make more sense, definitely. Using crafting in the Shadowghast legendary stuff. So we'll have a look here. Shadowghast. So yeah, 50 Essence of Valor, 50 Essence of Servitude, 50 Essence of Rebirth, and 50 Essence of Suffering there. Yeah, so each one of those main ores. So I imagine Leystrite I don't think had any, did it? From looking at those. My Mass Prospect is the only one I've got left is Oxine. So these are the 4 main ones that are particular to each zone, I imagine. So this is 4 times Oxine. We are at 129, 123, and 116. Okay, so let's do these 4, see what we get. Horror-Blaze, Anger's Eye, Horror-Blaze. We didn't get anything there. That would be Servitude if we were going to get it, I bet. That would make more sense. We've got Oxine ore still here. We could do a little bit more there. And Sinvir. And Selenium. And Elithium ore as well, actually. Elithium ore is the higher up one, though. I wonder. I'll have a look at that in a moment. So let's just check the numbers on this. 140, so that takes us to 11. 131 takes us to 78, and 120 takes us to 4. 0 Servitude. Okay, so we need to work out what the rate of getting those essences are, definitely. Yeah, makes sense there with the 4 covenant zones. I would imagine so, that they relate to each one. That would make more sense. Give me a very quick of what I shuffle. Definitely prepared to do that. Leatherworking, enchanting shuffle works very well. So leatherworking to enchanting, I'm guessing you're making the bracers and disenchanting those would make the most sense, I would say. Sorry for spamming the questions. No, that's what we're here for. No problem. And we're skinning at max, get Desolate Leather Kill, means you can craft cheapest leather from 6 hours to disenchant. Ah, there we go. Okay. Michael Bluth, thank you so much for the follow. Good evening, Durfalicious. Lovely to have you here. Finally managed to catch me live. Leslie, lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Are they doing Tools of the Trade again? I don't know if... I would love it if they did something like Tools of the Trade. I thought it was pretty good, actually. So we're still green at 54 at the moment. So what else can we learn at this stage?
It would be my pleasure.
We can make chokers, and here's the Elithium ore. Elithium ore at 40. Let's learn all of these.
Come back if you need.
And then we've now got Mass Prospect Elithium. Green at 50. Mass Elithium So it's yellow at 54. Let's try some of this. So we are to green at 50 to 50 to 54. I imagine this will probably go green at 55, I expect. So we'll have a look at this. We've got 8 times lithium. So this is the big daddy. This is the blue one. And this has UA. We currently have 140, 131 and 120. And we'll have a look at the numbers on these, see what happens there. It's going very well, Meals. We're just doing a little bit of jewel crafting and prospecting, just using up my ore before I get rid of it. So a lithium ore, I have 173. So let's start with one at a time on this. Okay, Orablaze, Umbral, Angazai. And there we go, Essence of Rebirth is coming through the lithium. And an Essence of Valor. Okay, so the lithium...
Core Sinister just subscribed. 9 months Samada 1 thumbs. Still no news on pre-patch Gladcree.
Let's hope we have news before it gets to a year. Thank you, I am Sinister. That's so kind of you. Thank you for your support. And Emily says, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you here as well. A load of emotes. Thank you so much. I am Sinister. That is so kind of you. Yet across over the next several days, it seems you've got a good bit of information to distill. It can get like that certainly when you're starting to learn. Certainly. So we've got a few different of the things here. Rebirth, Valor. Let's create. We're at 56 now. 57. I imagine this is gonna. These I imagine are gonna go grey at 60. 59. Okay, so grey at 60. Grey at 60. Lithium. Green at 60. So we'll carry on with the last lithium as well, just to finish that one off. There we go. So we got extra essences. Where did we start on that? We got the Servitude, Rebirth. We got 2 Rebirths, 1 Valor, 1 Valor, and 1 Servitude out of that. So that's from doing all of those. That got us up to level 61 in terms of the numbers we had there. Let me just get my calculator. So we had 159 minus 140 is 19. Then we have 141 minus 131 is 10. And 15 for the other one. So there we go, we got some numbers written down for that. We are up to 61 in jewel crafting. We can probably learn a few more bits and pieces. There we go. So we need to next get to 70. And in terms of just prospecting a few extra bits and pieces, we can probably do a few of these just to get myself a few extra bits. I won't bother taking note of these, we'll just finish things off here. Why does the word Elysium sound so familiar? Getting shades of Lyra Belacqua. Elysium is, isn't that, no, Elysium is what I'm thinking of. There was the film Elysium, wasn't there? There's our Essence of Servitude, we'll keep that there as well. I wonder if we get, we do get some Essence of Servitude just through actually just prospecting singly as well. So that's good to know. I wonder what the chances are of those. We'd need to do more numbers to get some better data on those. There's the Phaedrum. Pop that there. Get another couple of these. Anyone using ElfUI here? Can you recommend any profile UI pack? I don't use it personally, but I know a lot of people do. So if you do have any recommendations, please shout out. And then let's try some more Elysium whilst I'm here. Give myself some extras. some Aura Blaze, and last one, Anger's Eye. Okay, so we've got a good amount of gems here at the moment. We've got our bits and pieces here. Let's just make this go across here. Then we can see our jewel crafting on this side. Oh, not quite big enough. There we go, let's pop that there. I want to be able to see this, so I'm guessing if I remove that one and that one, then I can move that over there. Then I can see the things that I make. There we go. Will transmuting be a thing in Shadowlands? I haven't really looked at alchemy yet, so I'll have to see what happens on that front. So looking at this, the orange things at 61 is the masterful, the deadly jewel cluster, masterful jewel cluster, quick, and the versatile would seem to be the main things to do here. The chokers you could make, the versatile lace stripe, but these are all yellow at the moment. I think it would be better to be going for these gems instead, just to get the extra from this point, and then the choker could be something you add on with the novice crafter's mark and things like that afterwards. We need to get ourselves up to 70 ideally. We need to buy some Elysium settings first and foremost, so we can probably buy those from you. There they are, Elysium settings. Can't buy more than 20. Let's try another 20. 20, another 20 as well. Pilkey02, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. You made tons in MOP with alchemy and jewel crafting. Those are good professions to have. I like alchemy. Right, so let's have a look at this, and then you missed inscription. Did I do a VOD for it? I've partly done beer and bunnies. I got as far as 60 on inscription, then I ran out of herbs. So it's I've now since got up to 80, but obviously I've run out of herbs again, so I can't get any further, unfortunately. There will be a VOD. I need to transfer it over to YouTube, so that will be coming up soon at some point. I'm just using up my ore at the moment before we do anything else. Then we can move on from there. No problem, Rose. So let's go through, and so we can make loads of these now, these clusters. These are quite cheap. So deadly and masterful we can make the most of. That uses the Aura Blaze, that uses the Umbral. So gems wise we should be okay here. So at 60, deadly cluster, masterful, quick, or versatile. I imagine any of these would probably work. Grumpy Dad, good afternoon, good evening to you. To inscription and alchemy, and no flying, yeah. Herbs sound like a good profit early. I think so. There's going to be, I think, especially with Nightshade, which is the equivalent of Anchorweed. That's the green herb that you get. That's going to be a good price, because that's what's going to stop you leveling up your inscription, because you really do need that to level up your inscription a bit further. The mass milling gets you so far, but milling those in particular gives you the... Oh, my notes are on the floor. They're the same things, yeah. Yeah, I think I would certainly be one of those people that are going to be buying these things up, certainly. Yeah, I got a feeling herbs will sell for a fair amount, certainly. Just looking at inscription and no herbs on the auction house. That is the hard part, really, is just trying to test these things out, exactly. I got some decent results from an hour of running around, definitely. Right, okay. So, I guess we can just create these, can't we? There we go. I'll just skill up to 70. There we go. So then deadly and versatile. Deadly and versatile. yellow at 65. So we'll carry on with Masterful to 70, I guess. There's 69, 70. Then they go yellow. So that and that, yellow at 70. Then we can learn something new, which is the Sinvir ring and the Sinvir necklace, which are down here. Now these are, okay, we can then do the secondary slots for these. These are item level 151. With a crafter's mark we can take that up to 168. So those would be quite good to sell to other people. They also have a socket on them as well. A 151 ring I reckon would be a good start. If we can make the crafter's mark though, which we can make with some malleable wire and some lace-strike settings. Have I run out of lace-strike settings? Oh no, lace-strike setting... That is correct, isn't it? That's a lithium setting. That's the wrong thing. A lace-strike setting is different. Jewelcrafting supplies, a lithium setting, lace-strike setting. Let's take 20 of those. Oops, what was that for? We'll close that. And malleable wire, we need some of that as well. Just get a couple more of those. And get a couple more of those, there we go. So with those done, we can have a look at this, look at our trainer again, and look at our jewel crafting, put our bags up. Don't really need these here at the moment, so I'll just turn those off like that. There we go. Okay, what did I miss? Okay. What dropped on my floor? My notes. The paper just fell on the floor. You're coming fresh to retail and trying to level from 1, have materials to start, 1 and you have materials to start, bankroll yourself. That seems maybe herbs alchemy is a good suggestion for a trade skill. I would say that's a good one for when it comes to Shadowlands, definitely. As you're leveling, I would say both take herbalism and mining as you go through. Do I need money? You've got 4.3 million. I'm going to do more tailoring. Got some mats in that case. I'm not going to do tailoring, but thank you, Annette. The money would be nice, but I don't think people are really selling the ore and the herbs at the moment, which is a shame. But thank you nonetheless. And you get opening and Shadowlands, what's Mythic Plus and Raise open, and you get progression guilds buying them up. Yes, I think so. Starting from scratch might be a good idea to have herb and mining for getting bankroll going, then drop mining for alchemy at level cap if you want to drop. Yeah, exactly as Hellrider says there. Hellrider has some really good advice over on YouTube comments as well, so thank you. Doubly thank you. Will early sales of herb mining be enough to fund later leveling of alchemy? So used to leveling, gathering at the same time as the trade skill. I think it will give you a good start, certainly, as you start leveling through. Yeah, we haven't got a redeem for that yet, for Lego. I don't think it would make for an interesting stream, though, if I did that. You wouldn't really be able to see it. So we need to go to... I'm thinking... Those are quite expensive. Deadly Jewel Cluster... So you need, you actually need the clusters there, and then you need the ore to be able to make those, and the Deadly Sinvir necklace needs the Deadly Jewel cluster, which we can still make. So let's carry on making the clusters. So we are at 70. Clusters, whilst they are, we'll do the deadly ones for now. So we'll keep doing this until we get to 75 at least. We'll skill up on this. Because then the clusters then go into the necklaces and the rings, it looks like. Okay, so then we're at 75. the quick oxine one and the quick oxine ring. So those are both in there, so those would need quick clusters for those. Let's make some of those whilst we're here, whilst they're still yellow. We're going to take us up to 80 for this. This should work. Because the cluster, there's no wastage here because these clusters will get used. There we go, and then the masterful, we can learn those and carry on with these. So we'll make some more of these at 80. So we'll keep making these. I wonder how high those will get. Probably 85. I bet you these go green at 85. Yeah, okay, 2 of them go green at 85. Clusters to... That's interesting, it's 82. 2 of them have gone green to 82. Deadly and versatile. Green at 82. That's an odd number. We'll keep making masterful ones whilst I've got lots of those. Try and get myself to 85. Yeah, that goes. Okay, now they're all green at 85. So that's what was that other ones? That's deadly and versatile. Masterful and quick. Green at 85. Okay, so we should really then start making other things in this list. So if we'll train in those, and then we can start making the big rings. These give 2 skill ups as well, and the necklaces and the rings give 2 as well. It looks like it's all the same kind of materials. Masterful is 2 and 2, and that is 2 and 2, so it doesn't really matter. So you might as well make... So that paper's done. Okay, hold on. Quick was 82. Was that right? And Jack and Neil, good evening to you. What did I have written down? Deadly and masterful. I had deadly and versatile went green at 82, and masterful and quick went green at 85. Was it quick and verse at 82? Oh, did I get that one wrong? I have to look back on that one. Just swap that round. Hold on. Arrows on my notes. Okay, we need another scrap of paper. Let's put that bit over there. A couple more bits of paper. There we go. Okay, right, there we go. Thank you, Valego. Tomorrow, PTR stress testing. That's going to be interesting. Is pre-patch global launch or regional? As in, would we know if pre-patch is coming tomorrow for EU if US got it today? I don't know, Fazazzle, which way it's going to go, definitely. Will early sales of herb mining be enough to... yeah, I've got that far. Let me just scroll back down. What if I missed? Warshaw, greetings. Good evening to you. Will I release this information about Shadowlands required materials for levelling profession somewhere? And where? So I will be putting my notes that I'm making here onto my Miro board, which I share with all my patrons. Then I will also be doing videos on the whole processes as I've learnt a bit more about them, and doing a YouTube video on those in the near future. So that will be the kind of like the process from there. Sumsy, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. So we've learned everything in Jewelcrafting that isn't locked behind a reputation. Crafters Mark II needs the Avowed. Revitalizing Doublet needs the Court of Harvesters Honoured, and that's a periodically heal 100 health for every... Wow. Periodically heal 100 health for every Shadowlands gem you have equipped. That would be good, wouldn't it? And then they've got the Shadowgar stuff, which we need to go to... it says Appraiser Alvesk, which is this person, but what we actually need to do is go and visit the Rune Carver. Then they'll teach us the Shadowgar stuff to come back to this person and learn them. So that's easy enough to do. And then the crown is a world drop. We don't know where those drop. I haven't seen any of those. Do the needful. Good afternoon to you. Lovely to have you here. You're going to be famous in our next Let's Play video. I kept the bit in where I bumped into you. US got no pre-patch. You launch will tell you if there's a pre-patch. Also, it will not happen with only a 1 hour maintenance period. Yeah, it's not going to be here at the moment. Definitely. Yeah, and you thought the speed gem was going to be powerful. That is going to be definitely useful. Next video when? It depends how I manage to schedule these things. I was going to do these profession ones first, but I might have to do a little bit more. PTR stress test on Wednesday. Yes, Jack, you mentioned that, didn't you? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. What happens on the stress test? Only for leveling, and then maybe Torghast with the healing gems will be good. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine that? Is it only out of combat? Let's have a look. Periodically heal for 100 health for every Shadowlands gem you have equipped. Doesn't say when out of combat. Just says periodically heals you. So if that's in combat as well, then that's going to be very good. Going to be very interesting, that. And that needs honoured with Court of Harvesters. Interesting that some of these are behind reputation, but some of them aren't. There's at least one that's behind some reputation, so that's going to be interesting. So I would say we've got a choice here. Where do we get to on Jewelcrafting? So we're at 85. Jewelcrafting at 85. We can either start on the necklaces. And the rings, +2 each, or we continue with the clusters. I'm going to continue as we've got lots of materials here till grey. So let's just go through these and see when they go grey. I'm just going to make a load of these. I reckon they'll go grey at 90 is going to be my guess here. $86. I probably need to split this actually, because I need Sinvir. Oh, I actually need Sinvir ore for these. That's interesting. I didn't realise that. We need the ore and the clusters. Interesting. I don't have a lot of the ore left. Okay, whoops. Ampush, thank you so much for the follow. Do you think Enchant of Blizz would delay the launch of Shadowlands? I don't think so, no. They won't skip pre-patch. I don't think so either, yeah. I'd rather see a good game later than bad game now. I think ideally yes, but I'm not sure that's actually going to happen that way, certainly. They split the patches so they could work on Shadowlands build for longer while the pre-patch is going on. That would make sense, definitely. 2 or 3 weeks pre-patch, we're short for returning players. It's not long, is it? Definitely. Yeah, I think a week-long pre-patch is a bit short, certainly. So I'm missing. What am I missing here? So Deadly. I'm missing Sinvir, Phaedrum. I've got enough for most of this. Oxine, Selenium, Versatile. Let's do some Versatiles whilst I'm here, because I can at least make one extra with that. Try and get me up to 90. 88. I've only got a few more Elysium settings, so we'll carry on with these whilst we can. Okay, we're at 90 and they're still green. Okay, so we'll get some more Elysium settings.
You honor me with
Let's
your
buy
attention.
another 20. 20. Can I get 100? No. Can I get 50? No. It's in 20, stacks of 20. So that's the best as I can do at the moment. There we go. I'll make a few more. So let's keep an eye. Oh, we don't need to see the trainer now. So we've got that, and we'll go to our Jewelcrafting. Turn those off. Don't need any of those. So we'll carry on with the versatiles whilst we've got those. Umbral. So let's create all. See when this goes grey. Going to be interesting. Yeah, October the 6th I think is going to be the next one. Hopefully. 91. And then we're going to need some more ore for the to actually make the necklaces. That's going to be the tough part, looking at this. Still at 93. This takes us quite high. I'm surprised these haven't gone grey yet. Is it going to go grey at 95? Let's have a look. No, 95, they are still green. Very interesting. So we can get the double skills up very easily on these. But this is kind of like making us extra clusters that we need. Just curious to see how many we get out of this. Looking at all these clusters. Still not gone to 95, taking a long time here through. Running out of things. Anger's Eye and Umbral. There's our last one. Now we've still got a lithium setting, so that's us done on the clusters, and it's still green. Still green at 95. That's as far as we can take it on that one, definitely. Okay, what did I miss? Are these vendor prices accurate for live or just testing prices? I don't know. I would take them to be as intended at this price. So the malleable wire is 5 gold. The lace right setting is 1 gold, which is interesting. And the Elysium setting is 5 copper. Now I don't know, is the Elysium setting a blacksmithing thing? Yeah, I think so. I wonder if the colour is wrong and it's actually grey. That could be a strange bug. I mean, we did... Yeah, we got to 95. It took us a while to go between... If you look at the 90s to 91, 93, it looks like it might go... I would expect it to go grey at this rate, go grey at 96. Looking at that, because it's still green at the moment. I've run out of prospected gems to go for here, so we can finish off with probably a couple of these necklaces, most likely. I would probably do these with Crafter's Mark 2 if I had them, because then I would make it a level 168 and a secondary stat with a missive as well. Would be the way I'd do that, like double mastery would be the way I'd go on these, I imagine. And then the quick ones, I mean they have another socket as well, which is even better. So haste plus 1 you get a random stat with them as well. So 1 is random and 1 is 1 you can specify. So you do versatile. Oh no, if you put a missive in there, does that... Hold on, let me just check that. Let me go get some missives. Because if you can get a missive and then change the stat of that one, flask at all, professionals, consumables. Let's get a missive. Missive of critical strike. Let's get a few of these. Missive of mastery. There we go. So if we were to go here and have a look at this, let's go have a look. Here we go. Okay, sorry if I'm not... are the gems still great at 99? Oh, let me have a look, actually. Yes, they are still great. They're still green at 99. So, they're still green at 99. I can't see... Considering you're getting 2 skills up for these, it seems more sense to start making these just to skill up. You're not going to really... It doesn't really matter which way you go with these. You need the clusters to make the necklaces and the rings anyway. So you might as well carry on, but you're going to be making these anyway, so you might as well get the 2 skills up here as it is. Did the Jewelcrafting have some missives as well? Okay. So what I want to look at here is, this says 71 versatility plus 1 random... Oh, I need some crafters marks as well, actually. Let's just go back over. Let's get a few crafters marks. Last time here. Crafters mark 2. We'll just buy a few extras of these. Buy a few of them. There we go. Okay. So we've got a few extra there. Just check on this Jewelcrafting. So we've got, like, say you want a versatile necklace. Currently says 71 versatility plus 29 random stat. Increase the item level to 168, which gives you 87 versatility plus 35 a random stat. Now if we change that to extra... we can't put versatile on this one, but we can put versatile on that one. So you can't add the extra stat on. Okay, so that's interesting. So Deadliest critical strike. So if you wanted crit and haste, so now that instead of being a random stat, that specifies that it's haste. So you can basically say, right, okay, I'm going to make a crit haste necklace that is item level 168. I'll create one of those, and then where's my necklace that I just made? Okay, like that, and then with all my gems, can I put a gem on this, and is it still tradable? Binds when equipped. Because I want to put some extra haste on this one, like that. An extra 16 haste would be what I would do there, I think. Apply that. Then it's still bind on equip. So I can sell a Deadly Sinvir necklace that's item level 168 with 87 crit and the gem in it with the 16 haste. There we go. No worries, Villager. I missed a whole load of chat there. Hold on, what did I miss? So how are you going to sell that, and how are you going to set that up in TSM? That's going to be a question. Bengal Turtle, good evening to you. Seawolf, yeah, it's still green, yes, definitely. And Saxon Girl, good evening to you. I'm missing a whole lot of people here. I'm just going up and down. We need to release Shadowlands with all the bugs just because people have taken the days off. Definitely. There we go. Okay. Establishing a price is going to be hard on this because there are so many variations to this, and this is still tradable. Would you trade it with a gem socket? I would likely not trade it with a gem socket attached, and I would sell the gems separately if I was to sell this. That would make more sense, certainly. Ryman Riches, thank you so much with your Prime. That is amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Have a whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you. Welcome on board. Lovely to have you here. So, did we actually get the skill up we needed for Jewelcrafting? Don't think we got any fanfare there, did we? Jewelcrafting 100. Okay, easy enough. They went grey at 100, obviously, because everything went grey. Some stuff still is yellow in. That goes grey at 100. There we go. There we go. Kaidar, thank you so much.
Kaidar just subscribed. Pog.
Pog. That was very, very brief. Pog to you too, Kaida. Lovely to have you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you. Holiday emotes for you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Always clean the house instead of play WoW on the days Shadowlands isn't there yet. That is also an option, definitely. And Ixtray, Ice Tray? Is that Ice Tray? Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Okay, so Jewelcrafting. That was relatively easy to level up to 100. Standout things for me here are going to be these necklaces once we upgrade them with Crafter's Marks. So you really want to be able to learn the Crafter's Mark 2 to be able to do this. It's going to take a lot of materials. You need the Avowed Revered, so you're going to have to get some reputation on this as well. Oh, did I miss something further up? Derp. Okay, hold on. What was that, Derp? Was it from you? By the way, Blizz added blue post saying they will not take away the garrison upgraded transmog items. Yes, we spoke about that earlier. Yeah, with the blue post about it. Yeah, so they're at least aware of the problem with the Walls of Drain or transmog, which is nice. When it gets fixed is another question, and how it gets fixed is also another question. So that's going to be interesting. Pog, little Pog. It was a very, very short Pog, wasn't it? Yeah. And Rasheen, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. So we've just done Jewelcrafting. Looking at this, so yes, the rings and the necklaces, the more than the lace strike. The lace strike's the easy, cheap ones. Item level 100. Masterful lace strike band. So that's item level 100, 25 and 46. That's item level 151 and 38 and 71 plus a random stat. So the lace strike stuff I can't see myself making at all, unless it's going to be for someone cheap at level 50, whereas these are level 60. So those would start people off, maybe. You get a socket, so that could be useful. I'm doing very well, thank you, Rishi. We're just going through and testing some Jewelcrafting. So these rings would be good for a speed druid locked at 51. You get an extra socket on those. Those could be quite nice. Or a speed demon hunter if you stock up on the mastery and then add a speed socket onto. You do a mastery gem on this and a speed gem as well, and then things should work quite well there, I think, perhaps. Did I miss you coming in, Natty? If I did, good evening to you as well. Would you say a crafting part of TSM is to my overall gold flow? Oh, it's very important.
Silas donated £15. I've been following for a while on YouTube. Just wanted to say thanks for all of the great content you create. Cheers.
Thank you so much. I missed the Roman Riches. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. You got the OG Silas as well. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. That donation is very, very much appreciated. Thank you. Would you use WoW Up then? That manages Curse, LVI, and WoW Interface and GitHub. I haven't heard of that one, Kozakov. Interesting. Problem is that there are zero indications that the release would be postponed, and except I know Blizzard, that's the kind of thing they're capable of doing. There is no reason to think Shadowlands would be delayed, even if it means a shorter pre-patch. I'm very, very doubtful that it's going to go. The Shadowlands is going to get delayed because so much goes behind the scenes in terms of the merchandising and things like that, and the marketing, that it really. You really can't stop that ball rolling once it's gone through. Pre-made group finder will be locked until level 50 plus. Not sure how you feel about that. Pre-made group finder. Good as well, thank you. Glad to hear you're finally doing good too. Oh, that was to Natty, wasn't it? Yes, of course. So it's locked until level 50. So you can't join the group finder before 50. That seems strange. That seems very strange. Crime Time Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Does that mean I'll be gathering things of value level 1 to 50 for alchemy, or will that be all pre-Shadowlands content, i.e. You'll have something of value to be gathering whilst you're levelling from 1 to 50. People tend to only use the herbs to level up their alchemy to 300 so that they can then get the transmute mastery for later on. So the things you make with alchemy, especially the way Blizzard have nerfed a lot of these sort of like more esoteric potions and things and limited their use, it means that there's not a lot from alchemy that prior to the latest expansion is going to be useful. So it's only really used for levelling up and the odd little bit and pieces here and there, basically. So there's going to be a few bits, but not as many as there used to be, certainly. I mean, I think there's a lot happening with pre-patch. There's the whole relics. There's the whole item level squish. There's the whole level squish itself. Potions of swiftness, are they going to be the ones that are going to still work? So I know they nerfed a lot of the level ranges on things. Good evening, Lamnican. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, so you don't need any of the original stuff to level Shadowlands alchemy. Looking forward to selling your rough boomsticks. Why rough boomsticks? Lightfoot are the ones that still work. Oh, okay, that's good to know, Seawolf. And XWB1, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. That is incredible, thank you so much. Holder of emotes for you, welcome on board. Lovely to have you here. You can get cheap copper. You can get cheap copper and they vendor for 90 gold. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Rough boomsticks. Is that... that's an engineering sounding one. It sounds engineering, yeah. Let me add that to my list of things to look into. Query engineering rough boomstick. I'll add that to the document so I have that as a copy just in case. Problem shows prefer lower level battlegrounds for flag running. Okay, right, okay, I see. So that would be useful, definitely. Custom groups locked until 50, not Dungeon Finder. But what if you want to find a group for a hard quest? Ah, interesting, okay. This feature becomes available at 50. Unlock at level 50, the equivalent of BFA level 120. So what happens if you want to set up your own little dungeon group or something like that, I guess? I guess there's ways around it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of a case where I'd miss it, certainly. Maybe. Plate Press, thank you so much for the follow. Hard quest in retail WoW. How do you mean hard quest, Ronnie? I mean, well, I see what I mean. As in the group, the ones that have the suggested players 3 can usually be soloed by most classes. Yeah, they still have to be friends with the group mates. Encourage people to use Chatterget to find players to help them out. I mean, it's not. I don't see it's a big issue. I can't see anything that's making me immediately think I'm worried about it, certainly. As I'm pretty much done with Jewelcrafting here, I'm just going to jump on to let's have a look. Now, other things I was thinking of was trying to get some more herbs, just so I can do a little bit more on Scribbledan. Because Scribbledan has got a decent amount into... We're just getting into the fun stuff, the Dark Moon decks. If anything makes customers more clean from boosting advertisements, yes, I would expect so. Although they'll still be there, won't they? Alan Christmas, good evening to you. My day-night is going very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? And what profession he uses? He's a Jewelcrafter, Deadliest, obviously. So we are up to 83 here. But I ran out of Tranquil ink, which is what we need the Nightshade for. So we need to get some decent Tranquil ink. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a little run, a little sort of, whilst I've still got the maximum skill, I'll do a bit of a herb mining run. I've already done one of each zone, so I've got most of those already. So I can't see it, Anne. Let's have a look. And so the Blizz has to do this to get rid of the spammers, although I'm glad they are hopefully gone. Keep reporting those spammers. I should watch my Let's Play series so much. Finally got yourself your first druid ever and been playing since vanilla. I was never interested before, but really enjoy running around as a moose. It's definitely good. I can recommend it. Highly recommend it. Let's go to the what's this one? That should be. So let's have a look. So Flight Master. So which zone shall we try getting some herbs and ore with? I've done Revendreth and I've done Bastion recently. Maldraxxus wasn't that great looking at it. I've got a feeling Ardenweald will be a good one to do again. So let's go over to... Let's fly across here. No, let's go to the main part. That should be easier. We'll do this lot. And then we'll have a look from here. And so in terms of things I have... Oh, I've still got some porous stone and shaded stone. Selenium nugget and a twilight bark. And an lithium nugget. So nothing too breaking there. Game breaking as it were. We'll go through and we'll see how much we can do in about an hour. We'll test this out because I've been doing various runs of this. So we'll make a note of the time in 1 hour and see what we can get. Just need to publicise more clearly the prohibition of using the group finder for advertising gold transactions. I would say it needs to be policed in some way, certainly. Yeah, oh there we go, we've got some coming in there. Rich lacerite. So let's have a look at this. Give me a month and you'll be sick of it. Yeah, definitely. Whoops, wrong key press. Sorry, I meant to be over here. There we go. Didn't mean to shock everyone with that. Making specific guides of Shadowlands professionals. My guides to TSM are the best I've seen so far. Well, thank you, Alan Christmas. Yes, I will be doing more and more information on professions as I learn them. We're currently looking at... let's have a look at make this a bit bigger so we can see that. So we've got our first pass at a few bits of herbs and ore as we went. There's quite a bit around the north here. We can test this lot out at the Heartwood Grove and then work our way across. I haven't really explored around here in terms of looking for nodes, so let's start on this side and go north and see what we get there. Jasper Lavatar, good evening to you. Things are going very well. We're just about to do a little bit of herbalism and mining just to get ourselves started. I'm going to see how much we can do. We're at 2038. We're going to see how much we can do in an hour of running around and picking up herbs at the same time, just to see if we can get a few extras. And we're going to pick up some nodes along the same time. Okay, that one's hidden in a tree still. I remember reporting that as a bug before. This one isn't. This Phaedrum's fine. Now I'll head east to see if there is anything this direction, because I haven't really looked here yet. Looking a little bit dangerous here, so these spriggans are everywhere. Don't tend to like running around the dangerous areas. If we can avoid them, we can. We've got some mining here. We'll use our shadow meld, and then we'll mine our lacerite, and we'll go around for him. Is there a gathering speed enchant? Yes, there is. It does both. It does herbalism and mining, although I noticed the mining still takes a little bit of time. The herbalism it definitely affects. Goldmaking yourself, watch a bunch of guys, still things like TSM overwhelm you. They can be, it can take time. That's the main thing. I really like that texture of the roots over there. That was really nice. Alright, that is hiding in here. So Death Blossom is the more common one. Whoops, didn't mean to dismount there. There we go. I expect to see at least one Goblin Glider jump. We'll see what we can do. That's always fun. I think Goblin Gliders are going to be incredibly useful for gathering. If you're not a demon hunter, I mean even if you are a demon hunter, they are incredibly useful. Rich Phaedrum. Now this is where you can get absolutely loads in one go. Got 6 that time, not a huge amount. And we'll head more over to this side just to see if there's any more over here. Haven't explored here properly yet, just to see if there's any nodes over this way. Any special reason I'm not firing with the druid? It was an interesting call, really. The druid, you have the main reasons I'm using this rather than a druid is because of the inbuilt glide ability and the not sure if I can get this. Let's try. There's a rich. Might have to do this. So yes, the reason I'm not using the druid is because I've got the double jump and I've got an inbuilt glide, which makes it just easy. And being a demon hunter tank means I'm very, very robust, which I quite like. Even though a druid tank would also do the same thing, I guess, being in bear form. That would also give me that option. I'll ignore those for the moment. I'm just going to carry on with the main things. The druid has the advantage of obviously the travel form, so it's pretty much the same, and it saves me on the cast time. Did I leave loot on the ground? I did. I'm just going for the nodes here. I'm not looting the characters. Don't worry, it's intentional. I just don't want to clog my bags up. There we are. Oh, thank you very much, Alan. That's very kind of you. I'll just get myself to a safe zone after I've picked up this herb, and then we'll sort something out there. And that big beard, thank you also for your sub as well. Thank you both. That is incredible. Let me just move out of this zone because this is dangerous, and I'll see if I can throw in some emotes for you. I'm just going to shadow meld here, in fact. Thank you so much. And Keel May, thank you also for the follow. That is amazing. Thank you so much. A whole of emotes for you both. Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Wow, Ice Willy kicking off the hype train with a prime as well. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're getting me closer to that Chewbacca onesie. Most definitely. Much love. Well, thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. Oh, hold on. Where are we? We are up here. There's lots of stuff around here, hopefully. So I'll just give this a little bit of a circuit. See what else we see. Heartwood Grove. Slightly dangerous area with all of these in here. Go over here, and there's something over there. Let's ignore all of those. Grab this. Death Blossom. There we go, more Death Blossom. Lam Lovic X, thank you so much for your sub as well. That's so kind of you. I missed a herb over there. Hold on, let me go back up. That was up here somewhere. Let's go round here. Sentinels round here. It's a mining node, okay. So I'll just come around here. I'll have to fight this one whilst I'm here. Thank you so much, Asta, for converting your Prime Gaming to a Tier 1 sub, and thank you, I am Lavix, thank you so much for the sub as well. That is amazing, thank you. I don't have a command for it actually, Darkwing, that's a good idea. So out for tonight, have a great remaining stream, good night everyone. Thank you Ronnie for stopping by, lovely to have you here. Rage Winds, good evening to you. Been a few days, hope things are going very well, thank you very much. Okay, we'll get this Aletheium, take the data, and then we'll go on farm. Thank you Vallegro for popping the note in there. Thank you everyone, it's incredibly kind of you. And that's gifting a sub as well, that is amazing. Thank you, kicking it up to level 2, that is amazing. Thank you so much. That is amazing. And Kami-sama gifting out a sub as well, wow. This is absolutely wonderful, thank you. Thank you all, a load of emotes. Thank you all. That is absolutely brilliant, thank you. And Ryan Richards converting your Prime to a sub as well. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. That's brilliant. And Azzy gifting a sub as well. Wow. And level 3 hype train going straight into overdrive. Thank you. Oreo is doing his best to roll over for everyone. That is brilliant. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you so much. You're all wonderful people. Very, very generous. Wow. Ramen Rich is gifting out another sub. That is so kind. Thank you. Thank you. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go down here rather than up there. See if I can get any other nodes there. And Vesamora also converting your Prime to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you. Whoops. I'm just going to jump down here. Oh, these are up high. Okay. Wrong way to jump down. Let's change that. That's not what I wanted, is it? No. Let's go up here. Go all around the corner. That's where that is. We haven't got a shadow meld on us, so got interrupted on those. We'll have to do this whilst we're here. There we go. Your Prime will renew tomorrow. That's fantastic. Thank you, Valego. It's so kind. Everyone is very, very kind. Thank you for gifting the subs and renewing your subs and converting your subs. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Wrong, on Thursday. And Candy-sama converting from Prime to a Tier 1 as well. Wow. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to loot those. There we go. We'll go on around here. And then we'll carry on around here. Wow, level 4 hype train coming up. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Your support is very, very much appreciated. I can't believe how close we are to that onesie goal. I wasn't expecting that. I may have to actually wear it. It could be interesting. Right, going down here is this one. Where is that? Is that hiding in a tree again? It's not this. That's extra gooey. Can we get round here? I think it's in the tree. Again. There's another one in a tree. This one's fine. I'll go around here. There we go. Let's just disappear out of that. Shirax92, thank you also for your sub. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You are super, super generous. A whole load of emotes in for everyone. Best to do it during September. Just bought 6 months for a really good price. Oh, of course, yes, September as well, yes. Been doing it for a while, unfortunately. No problem, Jasper Lavatar. It's so kind of people. Nonetheless, Natty gifting a sub to her nets as well. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, as Vallegra says, all support is really, really appreciated, so thank you all. I am overjoyed, thank you. There you go, Sherrick. Making good use of the Samadan High. Gonna head over this direction, see if I can pick any up through here. Seems a little empty around here. There we go. Yep. And as you say, just being here is a form of support. I just completely went over that. That was Nightshade as well. That's the good one. That's the one we need. There was another one I saw, I'm sure of it. There it is. That's more ore over here, Leystrite. More of that. Pick that up. There he is. I'm streaming tomorrow. Yes, I am. It's going to be probably a shorter one. I'm trying to fit it in around family commitments and things. So the start time is kind of like a little bit sort of up in the air. I'll start as early as I can and go on for as long as I can. But it won't be as long as my normal streams. But it still will be a stream for a good couple of hours at least. You did a 6-month. Thank you for all you do and this community. Well, thank you, Camby Summer. That is really, really kind of you. That is a huge amount of support. Go in here. Not sure if I should. There is supposed to be some stuff here. There is, up here. Going to have to fight my way through it all though. Probably not that much though. Let's just get rid of some of those. We'll just do that one instead. There we go. That's a bit better. There we go. Monday and Saturday and no Sundays this week. I know it's a big old group of days, definitely. Hang on, let's go around here. Go through there. Any stream is a good stream. Good to hear. So watch out for those going one way then the other. Right. Then we can get our Leystrite. There we are. By our hype train nearly done. Thank you everyone for all that support. That is incredible. Thank you. Ramen Riches and Deadly Skull coming in straight at the end.
Ramen Riches cheered. X300.
Oh, the timing
Let's get
of that.
to level 5.
That was brilliant. That was so close. Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you. Level 4 complete just with the last second to go. That was brilliant. Thank you, Ramen. Thank you, Deadly Skull. That is absolutely amazing. Final level 5 hype train. That is absolutely brilliant. One step closer. Most definitely. That is brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That is looking alarmingly close, isn't it? Wow. Okay. We have tomorrow's stream is the last day of September. So it's still possible. It's still possible. That is amazing. Thank you all. You are all wonderful people. Being here is more than enough support. Subbing and gifting and cheering is, you know, the icing on the top. So thank you. Thank you all immensely. That is absolutely brilliant. It has been known in the past. And send it a good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Get through the story on One Covenant. Will we get to go to the other maps? When will we get to go to the other maps? Do you mean like do you mean choosing another covenant? I think you pretty much are done then, and you just stick to doing things on your covenant. I believe is how I understand it to work. Heart of Rebirth, this is new. Where shall I head? I think I'll head south from here. There we go. I mean, yes, it is a Chewbacca onesie. It is quite special. I got it for Christmas one year, and I do wear it occasionally when it's particularly cold, but it gets really hot wearing it. I must admit. And I've got the right beard colour for it as well, so that that kind of like ties in well with the onesie. I have to let my hair down though to wear it because my bun doesn't fit underneath the hood. Exactly. So if that paints the picture for you, I hope it doesn't scare you off too much. Okay, some Death Blossom here. Manzo Brolito, thank you so much. It's very kind of you to say so. How far in reputation you'll get by completing the entire zone, quest, etc. during your first playthrough? I don't know actually. That's a good good question. I've not actually gone through and done that. And thank you, Manzo Brolito. Thank you for the follow, and Inza RS as well. Thank you also for the follow. I can't remember what time I started doing this run. I think it was 28, wasn't it? So we're doing okay so far. I'm kind of running around randomly. I'm not following a specific route. I'm trying to fill out my map of nodes at the moment. See if we can. Usually it takes like 2 or 3 circuits really before we can start to get a proper idea as to where all of the nodes are. Like another one that's hidden. Node buried under here. What is it supposed to be? Lacestrite. Lacestrite node buried in some rock. Not sure what it is. There we go. Let's go over and do this one instead. That one was up there. I think it's despawned though. Oh no, there's 2 of them over here. This one's here, that's fine. Phaedrum is there. There we go. Postmates code, that Postmates code. I have no idea what that is. Friendly glowing seed, faintly glowing seed, and Death Blossom is what we need. And there we go. And Drashna, 500 bits. That's amazing.
Drashna cheered. X500.
That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you, Drashna. Pushing the hype train a little bit closer. We've only got 6 seconds left though, so I'm not sure we'll get it this time. But thank you all. That is absolutely amazing. Level 4 hype train for everyone. That is brilliant. Thank you all, everyone who contributed to that. That was absolutely wonderful. Thank you. That is huge. 15 subs and 800 bits. Thank you. Really, that is phenomenal. First, do the story in each zone, meeting individual covenants. It's only after that you pick a covenant to join and do their quest. Yes, Jasper Love, so that's how it works. Yeah, so something similar to that. Thank you, everyone. Share your hype train emotes. Thank you so much. I am honoured to be here amongst your company and to receive your love. It is brilliant, thank you. Right, I think I'm going to have to go into this Gorm Hive zone. I'll have a look, see if there's anything around. I could have Goblin Glided, but we'll just run around here for the moment. Oh, managed to get into combat with that. Okay, we'll try and get out of here a little bit. There's a node here. We're going to have to fight our way through this. Okay, let's get rid of those first. Then we'll do that one. Then we'll mount up. Then we'll run away. Is the order of play. There we go. That is easier. Very dusty here. Very very different colour scheme to this compared to everything else. Vigil's Touch, go through there. Lamnican gifting a sub to Sendir, that is so kind of you, thank you. Thank you, Lamnican. Yeah, just get somewhere safe-ish. And I can put some emotes in, thank you so much. Welcome, send it. Thank you, Lamden, for your generosity. That is lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know what this reminds me of. These bug creatures fighting here. This reminds me of Nausicaa, the Ghibli movie, Valley of the Wind, with the aggressive bugs. Right, carry on through here. Let's go through here, and then we'll run up. There's one up here, I think. Somewhere. Where are you? Down. Oh, you look like you're just here. Ah, it's a herb. Nightshade, in fact. Nightshade is what we need, because that gives us our inscription that we need. The tranquil thing. Can't remember the name of it. Tranquil ink. That's it. And where are we? Down here. So we'll follow this route up. There's a few extra nodes this direction. We're doing all right so far. Another lithium node, and then carry on. I'll just go out of this, move out of the way of the Highland Pool. See, I like being a night elf for the ability to be able to shadow meld. Whether you're a druid or a demon hunter, being a night elf, that really helps from a gathering point of view. I mean, I don't know how other people feel. I know druid is pretty much the traditional character for... Oh, is that right on the edge? The traditional character for doing the... Oh, it's just that. Okay. I might as well have to fight the bull. There we go. A druid is the traditional character for doing dual gathering, simply because of the travel form more than anything else, isn't it? Are there any other classes or races that people would use in preference? I mean, I've gone for a demon hunter tank here as one option, but I'm sure there's other options as well. Shamans is another good one, yeah, because as an alternative, because of Spirit Wolf, isn't it? Really. That's the interesting thing, though, because we're not going to be in flight form at this point, obviously. At this point, we're going to be in ground mode. True used to have a Death Knight team flight speed for this flight speed. Free flying, I'd agree with you. Demon Hunter tank is the best option. Hunter is a good option, fast and can distract mobs in the way. Yeah, because you can do feign death as well, can't you? As a hunter, which is also useful. Pretty key for your passive Druid challenge. That and knowing and understanding aggro radius. You can gather from quite far away from the node and not aggro them. Yes, that's also important. Just knowing where to go. I've done that loop, haven't I, already, I'm sure. Let's just go have a look inside. I think this is quite dangerous. Last time I went in here. I'll have a look round, see if we get anything. I'll go around the edges. What character will start getting to level 60? So do go with double gathering or inscription. Struggle with these choices. It's the eternal struggle, definitely. I'm not sure whether I can suggest anything other than do them all. Is the best I can say. Oh, I've got some twilight bark there. That's useful. Let's carry on round the route around the edges. See if we can get anything from the other nodes. Go on up this way. Feign, yes, and you can send your pet to any annoying knobs and gather in peace. Oh yes, there is that, isn't there, really? They can they can aggro the mobs, and then you grab the node, and then you run away, and then recall your pet. That would work as well, wouldn't it? Looks like there's a few around here. Also quite dangerous around here, so we'll see what we can get. This is the problem. There's a lot of them. Elithium, you're also elite, so I'll ignore that. Any flowers here? That's not a flower. Can't see any others there. I'm sure there was another flower. Oh, it's high up. Let me go round. That'll be easier. Is it high up or is it low down? No, it's low down. Just can't see it. Aha, here it is, round the back. That's what I'm wanting. Death Blossom. I can at least get those. I'll save that other one, because that's too close to the elite. Dangerous areas, that's another mining one there. We can probably do that one. Oop, I haven't quite got enough left on my... I'm just going to mash the buttons, hope for the best. Have to pick up some extra health here. Otherwise this is going to hurt a lot. 10 seconds left, this is going to be bad. Okay. Not enough Shadow Meld to be able to do everything. Almost. Mash the buttons. Okay, Shadow Meld. Shadow Meld. Phew. Oh no, 2 of them got me. Not quite. Move out. Hold on, let's get a few more. Almost. Almost. Not quite. Okay. There we go. Okay, phew. What did I miss? I'm ignored. Oh, sorry, Valego, what did I miss? Hold on. Don't know what you were talking about. Hold on, let me scroll back up. What have I missed? Oh, time for you to sleep. Oh, sorry, Valego, I missed that one completely. Good night. Good night. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Valego. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I really do appreciate it. I can't see a thing, so I'm thinking I can go this way. There we go, you can just about see. There we go. You like a rogue because of sap? Oh, that's a good idea actually. You can misdirect to your pets, then feign death when you are ready. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Because that didn't work out for me. But then I did just take on too much without too much regard for myself. And I shouldn't have gone for that node, really. Looking at that, I should have carried on in one direction. In hindsight. Looking at that. Hubba, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Check out... do I ever check out Classic for gold making? I did it at the very beginning. And it was very exciting, but then I just didn't have enough time, unfortunately, to be able to give it the time it deserved. So haven't continued it for months. I would like to go back to it, but with Shadowlands releasing, I've got very restricted amount of time available to me. This death mode is really nice. Stank Breath, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Okay, here we are. We're in the thick of it. That's the main problem. So in order to get out of this, I think we really need to be up here. Then there's 2. I really picked the wrong place to die. Okay, I'm going to go here. Then out here. Oops. And then Shadow Meld. Then mount up. Then we run. Is the order of the day. Let's get out of this area. This is not worth running through, to be honest, from the look of this. Even though there are nodes around here, there's just too many elites and things to make it worth your while without dying horribly lots of times. Vigil's Touch is good though, we'll grab that. And there's another node here. Let's wait for that to disappear. There we go. And then we'll come back and do this one for the Phaedron. Oh yeah. Playing it now, enjoying it greatly. The auction house is very lively. Yes, definitely. It's a very different game, the classic auction house, to what the auction house has become on retail. Most definitely. They are very different beasts. Okay, we've got a couple of things right over here in the corner. Right on top of each other, in fact. So we'll do that. We've got a rich Elithium and a Death Blossom. Okay, that's good. Right one too. Lovely to have you here. How are you? Is there ever a right place to die? No, very true actually. Very true. There we go, we'll grab that and we'll mine this. And sometimes you can get loads with the Elysium like that. That's 7, 6, that's 17. 17 Elithium ore off of one node. That is why you get so much more. When you're doing jewel gathering, you get so much more ore than you do herbs because of all the rich ones. When you come across them, they are literally a gold mine. And we got 3 shaded stone as well. So it's huge. Whereas there isn't any equivalent. You know, like with Legion, you used to get the extra things that spawned. There's nothing like that with herbs that I've encountered so far, which is a real shame. I loved the stuff in Legion that spawned. It'd be nice if they had something like that again. Right, I'm going to grab that Lay Strike whilst I'm here. And then I might as well Shadow Meld. Then I will run out here, then up over there, ideally. Go around this way. There we go. And when are we going to see bountiful herbs like rich ones? So that's what we need. It's definitely what we need here. That would at least equalise it out because we're going to get a lot more ore than we are going to get herbs. So the prices of ore, I would imagine, would be less by comparison. Okay, we're in a dangerous area again, so let me just head on out of this hollow. Go back into a slightly... yeah, the fox you chased in Legion was lovely. It was a really nice touch. This is better. This is a bit nicer. Thanks from Kansas, Archie Jeff, lovely to have you here. Right, we've got some Death Blossom here. I saw something else off to the other side. Just didn't pick it up on the node there. What have you got? Some more Leystrite. The Leystrite is the common ore that you get everywhere. And Death Blossom is the common herb that you get everywhere. So we're going to get a lot of milling of Death Blossom and a lot of prospecting of Leystrite. But you need the other ores for the jewel crafting, the better jewel crafting rings. So you're going to have the rings and the necklaces. So you're going to need those anyway. Alright, let's go this direction, I think. Don't think I've really gone this way before. And then we'll see what we can get here. Can't see anything obviously around. Let's head a bit more this way. There are some nodes over here. Well, there were some nodes over here. And then see if we can get any others nearby. Because if there's one, there's hopefully others that I haven't picked up yet. Trying to find out where the clusters of nodes are, really. And following my map in the corner. Looking quite on that. I was going to say looking quite empty, and then suddenly there's one that comes along. So we're coming close to an hour, roughly, another 10 minutes or so. We can check on our progress once we've done this and see how many we got. Yeah, I'll go across here and then loop around down. That seems the best way. I want to see how much Nightshade I got, because that's the one we really need. We'll go around this way. Follow this route. There we go. Make enough gold to buy your epic mount, then you're like, why do I bother about making gold? That's true, actually, I guess. Once you've got that, then what else is there? That's over that side, so I need to go up over here. Ignore the bull, if I can. More Death Blossom. And then we'll jump down this way and follow this route. See what else we get. Gorm Hive defense walls. There's more stuff around here again. We'll just go round here. That looks like Vigil's torch. Grab that. Did I get that one? No, I didn't. No, I did. That's better. Then we'll head down here. We've done this bit before. We'll do another route round it, because it might have respawned since then. We'll stay upwards with this, just in case. Bit of parkour along the tops. I like that. That's nice. There's something down underneath me though. There it is. What is that? Vigil's torch. Okay, we'll jump down. And then there was another one in this direction. Wasn't that? Sure it was up here. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was over this way. Okay, maybe not. Sure I saw one. Must have missed it. Oh, there's one over here. Right on the edge of the world. Okay, means we'll have to kill this as we go. Made a glove enchant instead of herbing fast, so you have a chance to get more herbs from it. That could be interesting. Just the herbalism in particular, definitely. I'd like something like that. So jumping puzzles. I would be terrible at jumping puzzles. Really terrible. I had a hard enough time with the jellyfish, so really I would not do well with those. There we are, 7 lacestrite ore. This is all at maximum skill level as well, 150 in both herbalism and mining. Alright, we're going to head up to the west now. We'll go west, see what we have here. Nightshade, exactly what we needed. Fantastic, got 2 of those. And we'll head round here. There's another one up here. Extra nodes is always good to track. When you release your heart. Oh, really? There's another one over here somewhere. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go here, then I'll Sky Golem. It's Vigil's touch anyway, so we'll go here, we'll grab that. You really do need your gathering enchant for this. It does make it so much easier. Oh, this is nice. Look at that, that's beautiful. Nice little tunnel. That takes us into this zone. Summon the binder. Probably a quest thing or something there. We'll ignore that for the moment. We are just carrying on gathering. Ignoring the storyline and just gathering. Difficult with the physics engine. We have a summer event so far that's always jumping puzzles. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Jumping puzzles is not my bag, certainly. I've avoided this Dark Reach area, I think, before. Let's go have a look, just in case. I've got a feeling it's full of elites. But there are some nodes here. Down there is one. That looks like a rich Phaedrum. What do we get for that? There are some extra ones here, Vigil's Touch. Visuals, touch your torch. Torch. And it's over here as well. We can get that as we run. There's a mining node there as well. Still need a little bit more on our cooldown there for the moment. Clinch70, thank you so much for your prime. That's amazing, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll give you some emotes as soon as I've finished mashing my buttons. Hoping that I'm killing things. Seems to be working. To give you an idea, for the first one I had to finish, I had to jump out of a hot air balloon. I could take 3 routes at random. Only one of the routes is a valid jump off at some point. Okay, that doesn't sound fun at all. Okay, thank you, Clint. Thank you so much. I have a whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you very much indeed. That is incredible. Other was a pretty classic one with tiny platforms going high up in the sky, moving in random patterns. I would hate that. I'm terrible at Minecraft parkour. Whenever I do it with my son, I'm just all over the place. Okay, we've got some good nodes here. Despite it being dangerous, it's worth going here for the nodes. Namely herbs than anything else, because herbs are easier to grab on the fly. This one looks like it's up high, which is right up there on the edge. We do have our shadow meld, which we'll need here. And then we'll come back here and grab that. Get ourselves some 6 lacestrite, 3 porous stone, and that's for a regular one. So you definitely do get quite a lot. Let's go up this way, and we'll run. We'll keep going north, I think, into the heart. See if there's anything around. And then we'll make our way west. We're almost done for our run here. It's roughly an hour, I think. Oh, we've got some more ore, the more lacestrite. I mean, I'd expect there to be an abundance of herbs around somewhere like this. Lots of Vigil's torch.
Oh, I can't wait to slay you.
And then we'll jump out of here, go around, ignore the frogs or the toads. There's a dungeon entrance here. What's that for, I wonder? Vigil's torch. Oh, there's another one down here. Let's do that. Do any zones have lacestrite? Or are we just going to write the whole expansion? Yeah, it's all lacestrite. No lacestrite. Laced left. Can't even say it. Alright, I'm going to try around here, but I'm not sure how much there's going to be. Vigil's torch can be a start, certainly. Then I think... don't recall going down here. Okay, that's going to take me over there. I don't really want to go more round this side. Alright, there's another Vigil's torch here. Take that one. Then we'll go round here to the east. Do I think overall professional gold making looks good for Shadowlands? Yes, I do. I am definitely very hyped for Shadowlands. Professions, definitely. I need to get up. Oh, no, I don't. I'll go this way, do that one first. And we'll see if we can work our way back up there. There's elites here ahead of me, so I'm not really going to go into that area. I'll ignore that. And that's looking quite elite-ish as well. Let's see if I can just sneak past. Oh, there's 2 nodes in there as well. What do we have? Rich Elithium and a regular Elithium. Much as I would love to grab it, it's right over there, next to a Mist-Madden Wader. So I'll ignore that. These are elites as well, Frightened Glade Stalkers. So this is definitely a dangerous area. I'm going to head on out, I think. It's Geekage, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Is the craftable gear with the plus crafting skill still about, and how do you acquire it? Yes, it is. There's two forms of it. There's the crafter's mark for all the Shadowlands crafted gear. That will take your gear up to item level 168. And then there's, for all the previous expansion gear, there's the Relic of the Past, which will take you anything from 15 to 87 in skill. Ooh, I shouldn't have been in here. This looks tough. We'll grab this as we run through. We'll try and work our way out. There's another one here ahead of me.
This realm will be ours.
And then we'll skedaddle out of here. Don't need that one. Grab that one. That's right next to these. Really. Oh, no. Now I'm done for. Interrupted. Interrupted. Let's get out of here. Somewhere safe to shadow meld. No, that didn't work. Let's run. This is not a good place to be. Let's get out of here. I'm thinking out. There was a way out of this way, I thought. Yeah, there was a tunnel there. Let's get out of this tunnel. That's beautiful, that tunnel. Looks nice, but we need to go. We need to leave. I am Ladud. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Totems, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Is the did that one, didn't I? Yes. There we go. Right. Okay. So we are pretty much. I think I'm as far. That's roughly about an hour doing that. So 1 hour in Ardenweald gives us all this new stuff. Let's pop it down here. Leystrite, Phaedrum, Death Blossom, Nightshade, Lithium, Vigil's Torch, 1 Nightshade Petal, and 1 Death Blossom Petal. We didn't need those. Those were separate. Yeah, those are all over there. We'll pop those over that side. And Selenium Nugget. I don't think I had those. And the Shaded Stone was extra. Ignore the stone for the moment. So we've got the Elithium ore, the Leystrite ore, and the Phaedrum ore. Okay, so that's what we got after about an hour, roughly. So we got 39 Elithium. This is at max skill level. 86 Leystrite. And how many is that? 71 Phaedrum. So a decent amount of ore. That is pretty decent. What we did get though is 6 Nightshade, which is really useful. That's good for inscription. And then we got 42 Death Blossom. Normally I get more than that. 42 Death Blossom. And finally 65 Vigil's Torch. We also still got 1 petal for that and 1 petal for that. Okay, there we are. Is there a way to include the price of a specific item into the price source by item ID or like that? For example, something like first DB market, market price of some item. Yes, you can do that. You use the I, then colon, then the item number. Say, for example, the one I use is I take my price for Golden Lotus is based off of 2 times the price of a Spirit of Harmony, is how I do a calculation like that, if that makes any sense. Right, we'll send this lot over. This tune are on now. Will it not carry over to pre-patch? No, it won't. This is actually getting wiped tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this now tonight, trying to get as much information I can for Jewelcrafting, which we did earlier, and Jewelcrafting and Inscription. Just whilst you're here, let me just check, see if we have got any herbs on here at the moment. Reasonable prices would be nice, not glyphs. Trade goods, herbs, search, what have we got? Rising Glory petals, Rising Glory Death Blossom. Nightshade is the stuff I want, but that's 2.5 million each, so that's no good to me, unfortunately. I wish that had been priced reasonably. I mean, all these characters are getting wiped today, so tomorrow, so it would have been nice to have those at cheaper prices. So we'll head mailbox. Actually, I need the mailbox. Let's go back here, and we'll send over all of this to Scribbledan. There we go. And then we'll log out and we'll go over. It's not over tomorrow, no. What they're doing is they're doing a complete wipe of all the characters, because a lot of people are reporting bugs that are down to quests and things being broken from having characters for quite a long time. So there's different things there. So it's not over, definitely. The trinkets from Inscription is level item 200 item level, which item level we get in +7 dungeons. I think the trinkets sell pretty well. Are they that high from the Dark Moon decks? I can't remember. Let's have a look at them. The Dark Moon card gives you a Dark Moon deck. To receive a reward. I can't remember. I haven't made a deck yet, so I don't know what item level it comes out at yet. Yeah, it's just a character wipe at the moment. Alright, let's go. Edo-san, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Was it on Wowhead? Okay. I would like to see one at what it is here, definitely. Hurdles and mining are going to be the biggest hurdle this expansion for the relevant professions using these mats. It's going to be interesting to see how many people are making use of it, certainly. Right, that's all through. So what can we do on Inscription? We can mass mill Death Blossom, a couple of those. Mass mill some Visuals Torch. Anything else we've got here? We can manually do the Nightshade. So 10 Nightshade. Gives us at least 1 Tranquil Pigment, sometimes 2. There we go, that's done. And then any others? Vigil's Torch, we can do another 1. And Rising Glory, we can do another 1. Then we can do at least 4 Tranquil Inks. Doesn't get me very far. Then I can do 20 Luminous Inks and 13 Umbral Inks. So that is just from an hour of farming. That's not a lot of Tranquil Ink in the end of it. 4 Tranquil Ink we got out of that. Will Beta still be running? Yes, it will, Neville. Your realm actually one of the ones down at the moment, all day for a realm merge. Good luck on your merge. I hope it all works out. We were talking about how the first thing I'll do is gather. I think their time would be better spent leveling to 60 as fast as possible, then go and make gold. I think I would agree in the sense that I think it will be important to get your first character to 60. Just so that you can skip the storyline on your alts and focus on what you're going to do with whichever professions you want. I think they're all going to have their opportunity, certainly. Right, so in terms of that, I can make another 4 Dark Moon Cards of Death. So let's see what we get with these. I need to move my chat window over so I can see these coming through. Let's just make it somewhere so it's a dark area. There we go. So 4 Dark Moon Cards of Death. So what you do is for the Dark Moon decks, you make the Dark Moon Cards of Death, which is a random card. Then you have a chance of getting a blank card, which you can then use to make one of the other deck items. So I'll create these 4 whilst I've got the things. So 5 of Putrescence, 8 of Veracity. There we go. And we've got a blank card of Veracity after that one. So we did 4. So with the blank card of Veracity, we can then use one blank card and one tranquil ink. So it's cheaper than the card of death, because the card of death uses luminous ink and umbral ink and dark parchment, whereas this one uses the blank card and the tranquil ink, so it's a lot easier that way to craft those with the extras. So you probably have to factor that in, the chances of getting a blank card, and then I don't know how you're going to price the decks after all of this. Ace through 8 of repose to get the set. I mean, we have got 4, we'll have to start collecting these up. Ace 4 and 6 of that. We've got a blank card of that, and we've got 1 of putrescence and 8 of veracity. That's all we've got at the moment, definitely. One of the first things you want to focus on with the first few months. I mean, this is going to take a lot of herbs to do all this inscription and make these decks. And then you're going to want to fill up your cards and do different things like that. I'll be spending probably a lot of gold on these, trying to get them leveled up. It's going to be interesting. Spam gather the first few days in your druid and then level and focus on other professions on your main. This is the thing, is people will be buying your herbs and ore because people will want to get their professions up. I certainly would do, looking at this. I mean, I wish I had more tranquil ink to be able to test this a little bit further, because my Shadowlands inscription is only up to 87 at the moment. You probably go Dark Moon decks all the way through to 100 with this, I imagine, because then you've got the contracts, that's the only other thing I'm missing, and obviously the Vantus rune, Castle Nathria. But other than that, the decks and the missives are going to be where your gold is at with inscription. But you will need a lot of herbs, so having access to a gatherer or multiple gatherers would be useful. Really useful while you level. At max level should not even have gathering, in your opinion. I would have it on some characters, on an alt certainly, if I wanted to go and gather stuff myself. It would be more useful once we get flying. Flying's going to make this a lot better, obviously. Let's get rid of those for the moment. There we go. So, I don't think I can really test much more with these professions, with the ore and the things that I've got at the moment, because without access to a huge amount of resources, I'm kind of stuck at this point. Amroth, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. In terms of trade goods, herbs, we still don't have anything at a reasonable price, unfortunately. So I'd love to have been able to test this Nightshade a little bit more and test out the Dark Moon decks and get some numbers on those. So we don't really know on that one. For game theory, prisoners timer. If you want to choose a strategy that no one else choose to get the least competition. That's a good point, actually. Very much. The Cow King Daggerspine, new name. I like the name extension. Thank you so much with your Prime. Thank you so much. Have a whole lot of emotes for you. There we go. Assuming it's the same. Talk about character leveling, because I replied to someone about character leveling. Oh, right, okay. Also, do WoW tokens usually rise or drop in price at expansion start? I'm not sure if I should get one or wait. I have a feeling they will go down, would be my thinking, because people will just throw some money at it to get some gold, I would guess, but I don't know for sure. I mean, we can speculate, but we won't know until it actually happens, is the main thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave beta for the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back onto retail and just list on some of my auctions, because I haven't had that going for a while. So we'll just jump back onto retail, see how that goes. Want to buy Gold made a Twitter post about Legion and BFA tokens. Oh, did he? So Scrumpy, how was his results? I'd be interested to see. Which direction did they go in? Clearly good gathering over crafting, given how easy it is for everyone to level a crafting alt. with tokens being live. Both times the tokens went down, with the BFA release having a massive drop in token price, as it was on an all-time high before that, almost 400k. Yeah, it was really high, wasn't it? Zero Pow, thank you so much for the follow. He overlaid them and they dropped to 80k or so at the start of every expansion. Okay, that is interesting. So a big drop. Have I tried leatherworking? No, I haven't. That's one profession I haven't done yet in terms of getting hold of the skinning mats and things like that. Okay, I'm just going to deal with my expires for the moment. I'll post all this lot on. Feels strange to be in retail again. We might as well post everything on whilst we're here. I'll run through. I think, yeah, we've got reset day tomorrow, so I'll run through and get everything posted on as much as possible. Get a decent amount done, hopefully. I am hopeful for the 6th. I would like to see it on the 6th, because that will give us at least, what would it be, 3 weeks to try out the 3 weeks to try out the pre-patch. I think 2 weeks for pre-patch is a bit short for us all to get used to the whole leveling experience and everything. Wondering if it's a good choice to make money. I think it could be, because with leatherworking you're going to have the legendaries, you're going to have both mail and leather armor that you can craft. So I would say yes. Okay, Chapter, good night to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. Any recipes locked behind reputation? There are a few, nothing huge. The Crafter's Mark II is the main one that you're going to want to get if you're going to want to craft the level 168 items. I'm wondering if BFA pots and flasks will sell because it's Shadowlands is still expensive. It could be Darkwing, it could be that as long as there isn't a level restriction on them, then yes, I would say so. Dropping lots of cash so they can just buy the herbs and ore at the start. Yeah, I think some people will just do that. Also, stamina consumables. Yeah. Anything that's going to make people better at the start, they're going to use a lot, quite heavily, aren't they? And you have the most specs that buy your legendary stuff, like double of blacksmithing or tailoring. Yeah, exactly. Good point. All the gold put in circulation by people who failed to gather enough gold for the long boy. There is that nabble as well, and then there's going to be also the gold generated through pre-patch with the relics. That's going to be interesting. I wonder how much gold is going to be generated through that when it goes live. Zombie invasion day 1 though. 3 weeks of that might get rough. It could do. I'm just going to avoid the cities. Luckily I do have a Brutosaur, so I can pretty much go anywhere with the mailbox. So far, Skill Kappa, I like it. I like what I've seen so far. I'm very excited for Shadowlands Professions. Do I invest in Sky Golems? Usually they spike shortly after a new expansion. They do normally. I haven't invested in that myself. I do have an engineer working on making one, my first one. So we'll see what happens. You have the Garrison, Auction House and a Brutosaur. You're all set. Yeah, that's the best place to be, definitely. Yeah, zombie survival mode. Exactly. It's easier. The Shadowlands Professions are definitely easier compared to because there's no ranks or a lot behind reputation. So pretty much any profession you're going to be able to power through early on, so long as you've got the materials. You just have to throw the gold at it early on to get the materials.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So that will have a double-edged sword because there's not very high barriers to entry. You expect to see markets plummeting quite quickly. It's only going to be down to the price of materials that's going to hold things up for a while, and then prices will be hard. Yeah. So it's herbing just locked behind level. So basically, the more skill level you are in herbing, in your herbalism and mining, the more you gather. And it's quite easy to get your skill level up to 150. Is the levelling in any zone starting in pre-patch? The Chromie time levelling, yes, that is in pre-patch. Right, let's jump through our characters, post everything else on, because everything has expired. It's going to be no good for me for making gold. You can't make gold without anything on the auction house. Yeah, in any expansion. Do you see the items needed to make legendary is going to be super high priced? I would expect so. Those they take a lot of materials to make the base items for legendaries, and then the extra ranks are going to be even more expensive to get. So I can see people spending a lot of gold on those, definitely, because it's top end gear as well. Some expansion materials are going to be very rare. I mean, the nightshade, the herb that's like anchorweed, is going to be priced quite highly at the beginning, I think. That's going to be the one that people are going to want. I'm pressing the wrong key. There we go. Feel like it's a bit bland. I would like them to put some more layers on it later. I liked it when there was more stuff interlinking with each other, whereas they got rid of a lot of the special things that you could make for optional reagents, and they've dumbed down the whole optional reagent thing to just be missives. It used to have some nice other bits and pieces that different professions could make, and it's a real shame they've gotten rid of those. I would like them to reintroduce them at a later date. That would be nice. Let me do my daily cooldown at the moment whilst I'm here. Didn't do my hex weave on Samadan, but there we go, that's fine. I wonder who'll have a level through Burning Crusade again when they don't have to. I mean, people still will do, for nostalgia's sake. That's the main thing, really. I can still see people doing that, and there's going to be interesting things coming out of the whole relic system as well. Super Professional want to do as much as you can between the 5 healers you're going to level at the start of Shadowlands. Any advice on which professions you should do? I would say with 5 healers you should have a good spread of all the professions, really, looking at that. So I would say pick them all, ideally, and then pick the armor type to suit the healer, and then go from there.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I think some expansions are going to be dominant, while others won't see much use. Could cause quite an upset in the market. I mean, everyone is going to go for Walls of Draenor for speed. That is the fastest one at the moment for leveling through. So the thing is, with Walls of Draenor materials, it's very easy once you've set up your garrison. So the prices of those materials are going to be low anyway, because if you've got your garrison set up, you can generate them through work orders. And those are going to be used in the relics that people will then use to do the vendor shuffle if they really want to. So I can see the ward materials being used quite a lot. Everyone's in their garrisons. This is interesting. We're all doing garrison development at the moment on all my characters. I haven't really spent a lot of time on them. Urfin, I believe, had some wolf work orders to set off. So we'll just go in and do those as well whilst I'm here. And we've also got some daily cooldowns to do on you. So we'll /TSM task list whilst we're here. And then we'll do our cooldowns whilst we're here. Get ourselves some extra recipes, which we need to learn. Anyway, and we can't do the burnished leather as it is anyway. And then we'll open up our other bits. Take our expires. Wow, 36,000 gold. We're getting some good sales of Uncanny. Look at that. Wow. Uncanny mail. Waistguard, treads, arm guards, leggings, arm guard, gauntlets, treads, arm guards and leggings. That's a lot of sales of Uncanny gear. I wasn't expecting that. That's really good. Okay. We'll save them for later. I'll post this lot on. I'll need to get some more Expulsum if I'm going to make any deals with that. Let's post all that on. Okay, we've still got a few bits of Uncanny gear still. Poor guy, I've saved up only 600,000 gold. Should you pick up gathering professions or just level the main professions and buy lots of WoW tokens? Completely up to you and your style of play. I would say at 600,000 gold, I would be looking at gathering to see if I could get some more gold together to then pump that into professions later. Yeah, there's going to be lots of expulsion to come through from that regime, I think, most definitely. I'll leave that all. Oh yes, sumptuous fur is what I was looking for here. We had some work orders we can fill in. Grab those. More Apexis crystals and Savage Feast. Interesting. I'm sure I had more than that in there.
Safe travel. Okay,
we don't have any there. It mustn't be Earthen, it must have been El Morte. We'll check out on El Morte, see what happens there. You should just buy tons of WoW tokens if you've got the real life money for it. If you want to, it's completely up to you. I wouldn't recommend it as a gold maker. I like to make gold in game. That's what I find fun. And calculator, I think the startup for a profession like inscription will be. I don't know the price of herbs. There's a lot of herbs you'll need to buy. It all depends on the price of the herbs. It could be very expensive. You could easily throw 1 million at it, looking at this, and still not be there. But then you could just as easily make 1 million, depending on what you manage to make and sell with regards to the missives and the Dark Moon decks and things. So it's a big investment. I mean, those are figures I've just literally plucked out of my head. I wouldn't rely on those in any shape or form. The crafting add-on I have, this is Trade Skill Master, is what I'm doing for most of my stuff here. 11,000. Okay, we're doing alright here. That's pretty good. Is raw gold from Draenor going to be less after pre-patch because the raw gold is good right now? Yes, most likely, because the item level of the weapons and things will be less, and therefore the vendor sale value of those will be less. Also, once it goes live, the price will vary by server. There will vary a lot, definitely. Put it that way, in BFA, first raid release day, you sold the first Dark Moon trinkets for over 1 million gold without herbing a single herb, but investing a lot of gold. Well, there you go, Rasheen. 1 million gold for the decks. That is amazing. If you're in there and you're ready, then I can see how that would be useful. And Skill Camper, thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. So that's done, that's done. Cooldown's done. Let's find our... Where is our barn? It's over here. Let's go inside here. Let's see who's got some more work orders we can put on. There we go. Sumptuous Fur. Work orders. We can do... We've got 5 more beasts. Furry-based, caged beasts we can do there. So you're done. Let's jump through the characters, log out, and do the next one. Yeah, you've got to be ready for that, certainly. Insanely expensive beginning of new expansion, yes, they will be. But if you're prepared to put the gold in there, then definitely. Oh wow, Skill Capper, thank you so much as well. Sub as well, that's incredibly kind of you. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. One step closer to the onesie. And I'm Anorax, thank you so much for the follow. And Grogan N97, thank you so much for your Prime. That's so kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. There we are, thank you. There you are, make some gold in real life too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, it really does make a big difference, so thank you. Thank you so much. One thing that still confused me about TSM is how the crafting stuff works. Can't get it to appropriately show me profits, for example, on living steel bars. Maybe just generally if the TSM task list is what confuses me. Living steel is an interesting one because of the whole different methods of getting it. So you have to probably put in more of a fixed price depending on how you get it, because it depends on what combination of professions you have in order to get your living steel. There's quite a few steps in that process to make it. So that's probably a more complicated example for TSM to get your teeth around. There's not necessarily a one setting fits all. So how do you put in a fixed price? You would go into your profession. Let me just say, have a look here under your reports. under materials here and search for living steel like this, and then instead of being the first your crafting material price, you could put it in based off of how you get the materials. So I mean, it'll probably be coming out of crafting most likely, depending on which character is doing the crafting, but there's not necessarily that method will be the crafting. So you might have to use specific item setups and based on your Spirit of Harmony price, or work out a fixed price or something like that. That would be useful as well. But you have to make sure when you go into the reports, it defaults to the craft side. And if you search for living steel here, it's got the two different methods of creating living steel here. So that's why it can be a bit confusing. You have to go over to the material side and think of it as a material. That's the best way, that way. Right, I'm just going to park myself next to the mailbox. I've done my daily cooldown there. We're done on that. We probably need to jump back over to, or we can do Nadamas's daily cooldown as well, whilst we're here. I haven't got time to do a huge amount of development on these characters, but we can at least get them started, well, by at least listing their gold, first and foremost. You can't make gold without it. Well, you can try, but it's harder. Do we need to start to prepare a TSN group for Shadowlands from now? It's not very easy to make a group at this point because we don't have the items in TSN yet. Once we do, then I'd start making up groups. So I think it's a bit early at the moment. Go through here and we'll pick up our expires. We sold some nylon thread for 141 gold. That's good. I'll have to restock on that. Makes you sick. They want to keep your realm off all day. You're itching to play. But now is a perfect time to start on another realm. Start a new challenge like I did with my Let's Play series. It's always nice to make a fresh start somewhere else. Okay. Sorry, Vallegro. I'm undercutting you on some of the vendor items. And check my auctions and then restock on the extra nylon thread. Post that lot back on. Get the nylon thread back on, and then we'll hide in there. Slash. What's my slash played on this character? 22 hours for my my 120 undead priest. And you're sitting on 44,000 gold. Not bad for an anchor weed cooldown character. And vendor seller. And that's not very effective either. Let's jump into Feng Shui just in case. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to a new server. Moving all your tunes as well. Oh, right. Okay, you're an Exeter. Sounds brilliant. Change is always good. Discover new markets, see what it's like on another server. What have we got here? More expires. Not expecting all of this lot to sell, but again, need to have it on if I'm going to do a thing. Now, I am in a city here, so this could be dangerous come pre-patch, but I don't tend to play this character anyway. Probably should though, being 105. Probably worth pushing them up to 120 at least. There we go. Okay. Just started on this new little server called Shadowlands. Oh, that sounds nice. Do you know anyone there, Hubba? Sounds like a lovely server. Let's jump out and then let's jump back in. The leveling nutrient gets you limited time to play. Yeah, the leveling does. I mean, it's going to be interesting come pre-patch. See what the leveling's like after that. Yeah, try out some new things, definitely. So daily cooldowns, we wanted to do Hexweave on this character. We could try selling. I'm not sure what I could make them for. Let's Let's do this whilst I'm here. Pick up the work orders for the hex weave. Then we do our hex weave cooldown. Craft that. Temporal crystal, I'm not sure if I can do. Do I have the mats for it? No, I don't have the mats. Okay, so that's done. Work orders, we'll set those off. Get those going. And we'll get our herbs as well whilst we're here. But the thing I'm thinking here, in my bank, I don't have a... Do I have a storehouse? I do now, don't I? In my bank, where did I put them? The Hexweave Robe of the Quick Blade, Hexweave Robe of the Fire Flash, and Fever Flare. Market value here, these are the stage 2, that's the stage 1 one. Market value is 7,000. There are 0 auctions on at the moment. I don't know whether it's worth trying to sell these like Drizzling Rose did, because of the whole transmog change on those. A stage 2 and a stage 3 would certainly be useful, I think. But I haven't learnt the appearances myself, so I'm tempted to keep them for myself. If I could have enough hexweave to make them again, then I would possibly do that. But my hexweave at the moment, no, I don't think it does. Would have to look on the auction house and do those manually, set up some prices for them. Just sold quick navigation, that's a good start. If I was to look at this, I need to get them from the bank first. Hold on.
Great to meet you.
That one, and that one. Don't want to do that. Jump here, and you want to sell. So a stage 3, no items found. Hexweave Robe there. It all depends whether someone's going to want these. Stage 1, Hexweave Robe. What kind of price would they want? You want to sell them, recheck if TSM still recognises the different stages as stage 1 only. I mean, that would be the question here. Can't see one here at the moment when posting them. FMPR79, thank you so much for the follow. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to sell them at this point. That's the question. I'm kind of reluctant to sell them. I might hold on to them for the moment. Ben Super 83, thank you so much for the follow. Well, I think that's actually me done with time as well. Actually, looking at that, it's going to be rough going to high pop to a low pop as well. And wow, Icosane TV, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for your support, and I have a whole lot of emotes for you. Welcome to the Samadan, guys. Learn stage 1, then upgrade it. You learn all the stages for the price of a single stage 3. So if you learn a stage 1, then upgrade it. You learn all the stages for the price of a single stage 3. Okay, so you actually learn it and you wear it, and then you upgrade it whilst you're there. Okay, thank you, Darkwing. I'll go have a look, see who's on. It's going to be interesting, actually. I will... Yeah, let's send a raid over to Lazy. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's hung out to the stream today. It's been absolutely lovely having you here. My next stream, I will be doing a shorter one tomorrow, roughly about 6 o'clock start time, UK time. So will be a bonus extra one. So hopefully see you then. I'll basically, once I'm free and available, then I will start the stream. So it will be around about that time, and a slightly shorter one as well. But hopefully we get some stuff in. Give it a go, certainly. See if we can get closer to that Chewbacca onesie. Got tomorrow to do it, if we are going to do it. But then we'll start it afresh on October, so we'll see what happens then. Where's my window gone? I lost... we needed to go into Lazy Goldmaker first. Hold on. There we go. Let's make that better. And grab that. And then come back this side. Ooh, no. There we are. Let me just make sure that's correct. There we go. Right, okay. Send some love over to Lazy Goldmaker. Thank you everyone for a lovely stream. Until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon. Let's go raid Lazy Goldmaker.